1,000.
Another thing, they're going to have to implement tampering rules and everything now.
I mean, who's right now? Not right now.
I know, not right now.
Right now, but I mean, eventually that's going to happen. Eventually. Eventually they'll give them all kinds of things, but right now, that's just the way it is. I got to do some apologizing and some ass kissing too. So,
we're not going to apologize today. It's all about Miami.
I have to apologize for the past that happened. Miz showed me some
about 30 seconds
feedbacks and different things like that, and I've got to take responsibility as a leader of the band. So,
all right,
it's I planned on doing it with Miz part of it, but he's not here today.
About 15 seconds.
It's a Monday, so that's what I appreciate. Thank you, Eric, for that. So this Michigan basketball team, they got themselves a computer guy. That's what I
saw that story, yeah.
Did you see that story too?
Yeah.
They got themselves a computer guy who keeps them numbers and understands these players inside and out. He's not just a review and preview guy. He is your put together guy.
All right.
He brought these players together. He helped bring these players together.
So that's the basketball form of analytics.
That's what it is.
Of course.
You got that. And it works. It works.
Well, you got to find the right shots for your guys to take. I mean, it's not just about shooting more threes. It's about being more efficient.
No, being efficient and knowing the analytics of all of your players and how they fit together as a team.
That's right. All right, about to go live here on radio. Stand by.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome. Really welcome to the M Zone. It's always good to be back after 2 weeks. Oh my goodness. Big sweet. I tell you, I missed your face. You look skinnier. I'm going to tell you that right now. You look skinnier. You look good, though. You look really good. Eric,
I'm working on it.
What you have on. You got your Miami look on. You're looking good. Everything's going well. And I owe some apologies. I'm going to say this, folks. I'm not going to tell you a lot, but I'm going to tell you I've seen some of the posts. I've looked at some of the interesting things that happened the last 2 weeks we were on. And I'm going to say, I'm sorry. And the reason why I'm going to say I'm sorry, just hold on. The reason I'm sorry is because, you know what? We were at a high pitch. What happened here, those last 2 weeks we were on the air, what happened to us, it doesn't happen at the University of Michigan. You don't lose your football coach to crazy enough and domestic violence and different things like that went on. And yes, this is the first thing that's ever happened here at Michigan. Something like that. And we got a little emotional. I got emotional. And we ran high. And I'm not going to say, look, I brought Larry on to educate us, to keep us calm, to keep us in our zone. And you know what? Usually he can do that. But I'm just saying, we all got into the fever of it. It was crazy. And you know what? When you sit back and you listen, I listen to every show because that's what I do. I try to listen to every show, and I had the flu and I didn't have nothing else to do. That being said, I would listen to every show. And yes, we yelled and screamed, and I apologize for that. You need to understand who's talking at all times. You need to understand what we're trying to say. And I promise you, that's what we're going to do. Because I want you to understand why we were angry, why we were not, why we were we weren't at each other's throats. We were trying to calm each other down.
Passion.
It was passion too. Yes. Passion. And that's a true statement too. Look, for me, like I said, that was crazy. That was crazy town.
But you know,
I'm going to go through that again. And I get it. They couldn't make out what we were saying. We were screaming at one another, talking over one another, Larry. I mean, go ahead.
But a lot of times, I'll say I can't say non-athletic, but people that aren't in the athletic world don't necessarily understand the passion that we former athletes have or current athletes have about situations. And because we get heightened in our passion, does not equal hate or does not equal negativity. It's just passion. I think athletes know how to do that. We know how to kiss each other when we have to, but we know how to punch each other in the throat when we have to. But I mean, in a passionate way. And sometimes non-athletic people don't understand that passion. There was never not one negative hate thing involved in that. That was two passionate opinions. Just like a brother and sister go at it, or two brothers go at it in passion. That's all. And I don't know if it necessarily demands an apology, but if you feel that you're the captain of the ship, if you feel that, then say that. And there probably will be another one or two somewhere down the line.
There'll be things that happen all the time. There's always things that are going to be reactional and different things like that. I mean, I get in it with Eric. I get it. Look, I get in it with everybody. So I mean, I'm a hot pot running all ways.
You're a passionate guy.
Exactly.
And especially about Michigan.
Exactly. But I love this. I love this opportunity to communicate to people and let them know why I'm that passionate about these types of sports and different things like that, and why the University of Michigan I carry that Michigan man credo and different things like that. But you know what? I want you to understand, I don't want people to think that they can't listen to us and we're going to turn you off and different. And I get it. I got it and I get it. And so from what I've seen, what I've read, and it doesn't, and I'm not picking on anybody, but I'm saying I felt sorry. And once I felt sorry, I wanted to come on and say, hey, those 2 weeks before we left, those were crazy weeks. That was the craziest 2 weeks that I have endured ever.
Well, but Jay,
it was just crazy.
That's okay. I'm gonna give you another perspective. You were doing what I was doing whenever we talk about the Lions.
Right. Yeah.
I love the Lions. I'm passionate about the Lions. Have been a major part of my life. So I'm not, and sometimes love is not always roses and flowers and everything.
No,
sometimes you gotta say some tough things. Like when we start talking about the Lions, I'm gonna have a few tough things to say.
And I expect it to come out. I want to hear why. And you know what? We look around and you see the playoffs. They got a lot of new teams in the playoffs. Did you see that? I mean, that was and you look and you say, well, "Damn, they look at where they were last year compared to where they were this year."
I gotta.
I mean, I get it, and I want to say that because I want you to understand. You're going to hear passionate people on this air, especially the producers, the commentators, and everything like that. The people that we bring on, they're passionate. and they're going to give us that passion. I got people on for this week that are going to come on and talk about Coach Whittingham and why they think it's a great move for us to move towards this and different things like this. But this first day, Monday, I wanted to say I'm sorry, but I know. I promise you, we will be able to communicate to one another and not try to be yelling over one another to get our points across. See, that's what you do if you got a big family.
Everybody join in now.
Family of 6, you know.
Everybody join in. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. No, okay.
But you guys know what I'm saying.
We know, man. You know I love you, man. You know what it's all about.
Contested. You know, when things are so up in the air, I think that also lends to the, you know, once an actual decision gets made and you can kind of analyze everything that happened and the decision that actually gets made, and now you see the staff is put together.
Right.
Now you can sort of be like, have a little more perspective on it.
So I was at the grocery store, one of them grocery stores again. This is one of them grocery store stories. So I'm running around grocery store. You know, I'm sweating my butt off because I got a fever anyway. I ain't supposed to be out. But I'm running around getting things for the baby and everything like that. And he ain't no baby no more. So I'm a little man, he says. Right. I'm like, okay, we're running around. We wearing masks. We wearing a mask.
Right.
Lady goes, Jamie, did you know at the game yesterday? I said, yes, ma'am. That new coach didn't have anything Michigan on. And I said, you know, I didn't even see. You mean at halftime? She said, yes. And what does that mean? Why wouldn't we have all our new coaches in Michigan paraphernalia, Jamie? And I said, well, we're going to take care of that. We'll make sure that gets taken care of as soon as possible, ma'am. I apologize on behalf of the athletic department because we didn't get that done. But we will get it done, and you can best be known.
He got that same day shipping for that hat, though.
He did. He will have himself some Michigan garb when we get back. When I get back. And she said, I know you will, Jamie. Now go blue.
You know, as the equalizer around here, I just love you, Michigan folks, man. Yeah, the Michigan passion is unbelievable.
I met some of them out at the Citrus Bowl.
He was at the Citrus Bowl. Eric went to the Citrus Bowl.
Shout out
to
Pop.
Oh, you went down.
Yeah. Actually happened to be going down there, planned a family vacation before we even knew anything about the bowl situation, and then it just so happened. Our local team happened to be in the city that we were staying at. Unfortunately, I did not make it in time for the Pop-Tart Bowl, but I did eat some Pop-Tart related items.
That's nice. See, there you go. You got to get some of that Pop-Tart.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they say it's bad for you, but I'm eating it anyway. I don't care.
Man, you know what? Growing up, I love me some Pop-Tarts, man.
Texas is the Longhorn state.
Yeah.
Or Texas is the Lone Star state.
Right.
We are the Pop-Tart state.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Shout out to West
Michigan. I still love a good Pop-Tart every now and then.
Nothing wrong with that.
A little brown sugar cinnamon in
a little bit.
Brown sugar cinnamon. That's the best one.
It's the best one, Larry. Thank you. I wish you could have been there for our Pop-Tart debate last year, but
numbers, you guys, I got to give you numbers.
Yeah, let's hear it.
4,000 student athletes.
Oh, I thought you were about to say Bears quarterback had not thrown that.
Went into the transfer portal on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Can you believe that? Now, we know that 4 quarterbacks that got into the portal, they knew where they were going.
Mm-hmm.
At least they had an idea of teams that they were going to go visit. But why?
Oklahoma State's a big winner.
Let me say this.
Big winner.
Let me say this.
How did you? I mean, why are you jumping in? You don't even know who wants you.
College football is now pro football. Yeah. There's going to have to be a couple of things involved now. One is a cap eventually, and the other are tampering rules.
Yeah.
Tampering. Like in the NFL, while a guy's under contract, you cannot go talk to him until he's a free agent as of a certain date. Right now, the college football is a wild west right now.
It is a spigot, and you can't turn it off.
It's
right
wild west.
I look, I get it, but you know that every kid in America who wasn't nailed down was trying to get into that portal.
And Saturday. I have no problem with that, Jamie, because you know, with these young men now, the only thing about it though,
but see,
it doesn't bring about toughness anymore. You know, as soon as something don't go right, you can transfer.
Right. You can always run to it. I remember the old days when you had to go see your coach and tell him you wanted to transfer, and he would tell you where, when, and how, and when you can transfer. Remember those days?
Or imagine one of these younger guys today trying to play for Bo. They couldn't handle it.
They'd have got out of here as quick as possible.
They'd have left and quit and cried and went home to mama and everything else.
I don't know, man. What about Cignetti? Is Cignetti that guy?
No, Cignetti paying him.
Not that guy?
Cignetti paying him, no. He look, they know who he is because they played for him at James Madison.
Yeah. Okay?
Most of them, they played for him. And when you get there as a new transfer, you get told you better get your P's right.
Signetti, he's also taken the Bill Snyder route of I get all the 6-year guys.
Right.
I get all year 4, year 5, year 6.
I want the veteran guys.
A team full of grown-ups.
Yep. I want the guys that knew, hey, you got to earn it here.
Yeah.
You get it here because you earn it here.
Hey,
That's what you earned it somewhere else and can come here.
You might have got the best receiver in the portal with Nick Marsh going to Indiana.
I don't think Nick Marsh is ready for that.
He might not.
I don't know if he's ready for Indiana. We're gonna see.
They landed a quarterback too out of TCU, I believe.
Wait, I missed that one. The Marsh left.
Yeah, he committed to
Nick
Indiana.
Marsh, he left Michigan State.
I saw that Michigan State fans are doing a victory laps. The fact that he didn't go to Michigan. I guess losing your best player, as long as he doesn't go to Michigan, I guess that's a victory for
that's a victory wherever
friends.
that is.
Yeah, good for them.
I haven't had a chance to keep up, but how did Michigan's portal look? I mean,
there's a lot of guys in there. Everybody's trying to check the water.
Cole Sullivan went in. Cole Sullivan's in the portal, although he's open to
two
staying
offensive linemen.
Perhaps.
I saw two.
Andrew Sprague is in the portal,
and the other kid, the other guard.
You got
let's dissect this a little bit. Let's dissect this a little bit. If you're a young man, and say you were one of the 6 starting freshmen at Michigan, on offense. Okay, now the other teams know that, and you're a bona fide young player with some experience, and another team comes at you, and you're making a couple $100,000 here at Michigan, and you got a chance to bump up to $750 or $1 million. What would you do?
I mean, I depend on. Am I having fun at the school that I'm at? Am I enjoying myself?
Is my position coach still there?
Is my position coach still there?
That's a big deal.
Is life still the same?
Here's another question I brought up earlier in our program, a month ago. How does the academics work with this? Now, if a kid wants to transfer, does he have to be academically eligible to change, or if he's a poor student, can he might be a great athlete, but a poor student? How does that work? Does that enter into the equation?
Do they have a program that helps athletes like that?
But can they accept? Remember, back in our day, you couldn't just transfer because you wanted to transfer. You had to meet certain requirements to transfer.
That no longer exists, my friend.
Okay.
I mean, those things have changed. Things have changed a lot but not at the University of Michigan. They don't play that game. That right there, if you don't qualify and you can't get in academically, you will not be getting in. No matter what, no matter how. You ain't getting in. So you better come here and have some grades. And you better understand that if your grades ain't there, You out of hay.
Okay, that was good for me to know.
That's how.
I don't hear that. I don't hear that being discussed a lot.
No, it doesn't going to get discussed. I mean, really,
well, if it's going to be professional sports, then it's not going to be discussed anymore. Right. It's going to be over with.
It's all about the dollar right now. Everybody's trying to make. I'm trying to help out. I'm trying to cook. I'm trying to do my cooking. I ain't got time for all of that other stuff. I don't even know why y'all keep talking about that like that. Right. That's what they're saying. They don't want to hear. They don't want to hear what we're talking about. But you're right. Who's going to sit in for the kids to do the collective bargaining? Because that's got to come.
It's going to.
All of that's got to come. Now they're trying to say that Trump's going to make this big old speech that, hey, we're going to put a cap on this. Well, no. You can't do that, my friend. That's come on. You can't do that.
Well, it seems in his retaliatory mindset, he was once an owner in the USFL and was denied NFL ownership. So he might
fault but his.
Huh?
I mean, we don't play on the checkerboard; we play on the real world.
That's true, but who knows?
Certainly influenced events in the recent past.
Right, I'm sure.
We'll say the last 9 years or so.
Yeah, so it's
tough.
All I'm saying to you guys is that things are going to move forward, and it's not getting better. It's getting worse right now because we got kids in the transfer portal.
We got coaches leaving teams that could be national champions pretty soon.
Exactly, but he's helping them out. Quote unquote.
Yeah.
Look at those coaches, those offensive coaches on that team are going to LSU when they're finished.
Yeah. But isn't that crazy to you? Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
It is crazy.
It is crazy.
You have guys that are still working sort of for Ole Miss that are hosting recruits for LSU.
Yeah, they're doing recruiting they're making phone calls for LSU.
There's still some.
So you know what'll happen. Say Ole Miss eventually wins the championship. Lane Kiffin will try to take credit for not only
that. It's already his team.
He gets $1 million.
And he's getting paid
by LSU.
He already got half a national championship.
So if
he should win.
He already got the $500,000.
And you heard me say this before. If the national championship was his reason, he was closer at Ole Miss than he's ever been in his life. That obviously is not his reason. That's not his driven motive.
I mean, we don't know if he bet wrong, but I know he bet it wrong at the time right now because he's not enjoying the moment that he should be enjoying at beating Georgia.
You know what he could have done?
At having the opportunity to play Miami.
In a year's time, that Alabama job going to be open.
And he going to go to Alabama.
I was going to tease y'all. Aren't you glad you dodged that bullet, Michigan?
You know what?
Yes, sir.
They was waiting. They was waiting.
Which goes back to the old OG's mindset.
I'm just saying.
Keep waiting.
That's why you don't always go after the shiny object.
I don't know how shiny he is after this. I don't know
how shiny it was. I mean, everybody seems to be shining on that shine, the new shine that we got on Kyle.
Great, which is good. But when as I said, when a job opening happens, the same names get tossed around. It's like, how about this? I'm gonna put it. No, that's not a good. I was going to say, it's almost like cheating. So like cheating. Okay. Now. You're married to Alabama, but you're married to Ole Miss.
Yep.
But let me go check out this girl down at. Let me check out this girl.
Everybody
LSU.
know about old girl at LSU. Everybody know about it. Everybody knows you can get a shiny ring,
and she's fine.
And she is.
And she's one of the best.
You raise it. She raised your shirt, boy.
I'm just saying, them lakes in the Mississippi. Lane was never a fan of them lakes.
I'm just saying.
That's an ocean guy. He's an ocean guy.
It's undefeated.
He needs
That's
shores.
all I got to say.
Hey,
lakes are.
You do what you got to do to win, right?
But Jamie, is it about winning if you're leaving a team in that's?
Yeah, that's say it. That's what I'm talking about.
It's not about winning. It's about setting yourself up for the future for those resources. I get it. LSU has deeper pockets.
He is trying to get these recruits to LSU to do the things he's supposed to do. He's bringing in those. He needed to be there for those current players to get them in and recruit them.
What do you think
he's trying to establish?
Let me ask you this. Did you guys feel like I felt? Now I'll be honest. When Ole Miss won, I was like, "Good." That serves,
absolutely.
A little notice to Lane Kiffin.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I look.
It's
for me,
a beautiful storyline.
I think it's great that that Mississippi State is in the. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. The SEC, they ain't the best conference.
No, they're not. What did I remember? What I sent you over the holiday?
No,
there's a new kid in town.
I hate to tell them.
New sheriff in town.
The Big Ten, they're getting ready to win. Maybe the third national championship with a third team.
No matter what, getting somebody in the final.
Right.
No matter what.
I don't know if they know this, but the SEC ain't number one no more.
Guys, I was talking to Jamie before.
You see what I sent you, Ryan Clark, right? Did you read that?
I heard that. I sent that to you. He was yelling. Go ahead. What'd you say?
I was just saying the storylines for this year's semifinals, honestly, it really lived up. I think you've got an incredible story with Indiana and Oregon. You've got the top two quarterbacks in the class this year fighting it out for a national championship berth with Dante Moore and Fernando Mendoza, the Heisman Trophy candidate. You could have the most Cuban national championship of all time. You could have Fernando Mendoza versus Miami.
Yeah.
Plus, think about the Miami and Ole Miss storyline. Miami, a team that was nearly left out of the playoff. We had to argue for a month that head-to-head should matter, that wins and losses on the field should matter. Thank goodness that actually won out, because you got the losers who didn't even want to go to the Pop-Tart Bowl. Everybody gets to dunk on Notre Dame. Beautiful story. You also got Ole Miss without a head coach, without most of their staff, beating Georgia, a team that has dominated the landscape for the last 10 years. And one of those two teams, either a team with no head coach is going to the final, or it's going to be Miami at their home stadium.
Yeah.
At Hard Rock Stadium.
At Hard Rock.
The national championship.
There's a couple stories flying under the radar in this situation. One is Dante Moore, right?
Yep.
Martin Luther King High School, Detroit.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Chambliss,
Grand Rapids.
Ferris State.
I believe he's
Ferris
from
State, Traverse City. Where is he from? Traverse City or somewhere over there?
Grand Rapids.
A lot of Michigan quarterbacks.
Oh, that's all. Look, Michigan quarterbacks. That's. I mean, it's crazy.
He went to Forest Hills Northern. That's in Forest Hills is in Grand Rapids.
Right.
Grand Rapids. Yep. And then I hate to say it, but he went to UCLA first, and then left.
He couldn't stay in there, could he? I mean, you know
so did Dante Moore, right?
Dante Moore went to UCLA too.
Yeah. Amazing what you can do.
Hey, it's amazing what you can do when you got a quarterback. You don't let him get away.
Right, exactly.
You know that.
Man,
you like to keep him every now and then, didn't you?
I met Dante Moore. He's a great young man. He's a great young man.
He got his mind on right.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
When he was at UCLA, I met him.
He said he may not.
Why?
He said he may not.
What for? Isn't he going to be like a top 5 pick? What's that about?
He's going to be a top 2 pick.
He might be top 2.
Like he could be a top 2.
You can't get much higher than that.
And I love Mendoza. I love everything about that young man.
Who do you feel like is a better pro prospect, Mendoza or Dante Moore?
I think Mendoza is the next. Yeah. I'm not going to say Tom Brady, but he's going to be the next winning. He's going to be a next
winner
superstar quarterback. I like him. I like him.
That's nice. All right, so we need to go to a break, and we come back. We got basketball to talk about. Larry, you can have talk in this because UCLA is part of that Big Ten, baby.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, I hope you know that West Coast team did come out to the Detroit area, in Ann Arbor. Got staked on. I'm just letting you know. We ain't losing around here. I'm just letting you know we're the number 2 team. I'm just letting you know. Anyway, you're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050. Oh, wow.
All right, clear on radio.
The kid from the running back from Texas went to Florida State. Weiser.
Okay. Oh, Wisner.
Wisner.
Oh, that's right. Tre'Davious. Okay. All right. Went to Florida State. Okay. Okay.
What? Hold on for 1 second. Nothing. I'm sorry. I just wanted to call to see if you wanted to do the show. Talk. All right, that was Charles Ramsey. Charles Ramsey, former basketball coach here at the University of Michigan. He was the assistant coach to Tommy Amaker, and then he was the head coach over at Eastern Michigan.
Go Eagles.
And now he's a school teacher over at his former high school, Ypsilanti High. Okay. And he's a principal over there. And what did I say about him? Charles knows his shit, boy. He knows basketball. So he's coming back on. He's making a debut tomorrow. We're breaking down basketball tomorrow. Y'all better be ready.
Yeah, UCLA and Michigan play on Valentine's Day.
Ooh, okay.
February 14th.
That's gonna be nice. That's gonna break somebody's heart. Where's that at? Is that gonna be in LA?
Is that going to be a 20-point victory? Is that a 30-point victory?
That's a 31-point victory.
31? Okay.
Better not come over here.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to go to that one. I might have to show my face in Ann Arbor.
Okay.
You should come on in. I'll get tickets.
Music spot to play. Going live here in just a moment.
Don't. Do. California. No doubt about it. In the city of LA. In the city of Ghetto Watts.
That might be my theme song this
year.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, Eric Black on the other side of the glass, hitting those ones and twos. And you got Larry Lee out in the West.
I got a new song. California Love. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, all right. All right.
I just want to give a little heads up. We got Coach Charles Ramsey coming back doing our basketball portion of our show. It's usually on it was usually last year on Tuesday at 4:00, and we're going to do it again on Tuesday at 4:00 starting tomorrow.
Let's go. It's basketball season.
It's basketball season, so we'll break it down. We'll break it down from right to left to right, and then we'll talk about some more. He knows this team, and he's very familiar with Dusty May, how Dusty May likes to play his team. But I'm gonna tell you what, I haven't seen a team like this, and I said this to Rams. I ain't seen a team like this in years. If I've ever seen a team like this.
Yeah,
I mean,
you guys got something special going on right now.
And I don't know, the Pen Comp, somebody told me this. Was it you, Eric, who just told me?
Yeah.
We're favored in every game we got coming up.
The rest of the season, yeah.
The rest of the season.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's scary.
I think that at some point, the difference between 1 and 2 was the same difference between 2 and 9.
Really?
Michigan to the second place team was the difference between the second place and the 9th place team in Ken Palm. That's how wide the gap is right now.
Wow.
As far as Michigan against the rest of the field. I mean, Gonzaga was really highly rated on the Ken Palm as well, and they blew them up by 40. So.
Well, on Valentine's Day, February 14th, the Wolverines play my Bruins. I plan on you got to get me there, Jamie. I want to go. Let's go.
We'll get you there. We're gonna try to get you in there, sit you down right, and get that home cooking going. Get you all in the pot. Get you sitting in there in that boiling water.
Hit up the game time.
And I know it's kind of off subject, but I love the way the new coach was introduced at the game, and he showed Dusty May some love. That was very professional of him. That was great.
Oh, good. There you go. All right.
Did you see that?
You know what? I didn't see the beginning of the game. I never get to the beginning of the game because they start so darn early, man.
Well, they introduced Winningham, and he showed first thing out of his mouth was the love for Dusty May and trying to reproduce what he's doing. That was great. I thought that's good. Building some unity already, man. Building some unity.
That's respect. That's respect. Yeah. Respect on respect. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
It's tough for that. It's tough to see. And, you get a chance to get in there and you get to watch a Michigan Live event, different things like that for those basketball coaches. And it becomes a friendly confine. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, one of them, hey, all I know is if you're getting treated like Michigan treats every other basketball team, you don't want to be in there. I mean, good God.
Why is that? What?
It's another 30-point game.
We're just flat out worn out.
Right. At the end of these games, man.
I
flat out worn out.
I mean, I watched the I felt really bad. I watched the Michigan State in the Nebraska game.
Heated.
It was heated. I mean, it's some guys.
I'm the one that said it.
I haven't switched my switch totally over to basketball yet. I'm still kind of in the football arena with
I hear you, man.
With the college football, and now the NFL playoffs. I'm still kind of in football mode, but I'll switch to with an occasional peek over at basketball right now.
Well, I'm just taking it. I got to talk about it because y'all don't talk about basketball too much. Well, I mean, you know what
I got you.
Doing,
yeah,
Jamie.
And we should. We got to talk about all sports. You know.
And look, and we just lost like our best friends. We lost Michigan football the rest of the year, and we lost. I'm sorry, Detroit Lions for we lost them. When you lose those two in the playoffs,
Jamie,
we did, didn't we? Didn't we all? I mean,
we all. Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm gonna say this. I thought downtown was a hell of a place a year ago, 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. I mean, going crazy when the Detroit Lions were on the prowl and rolling around and everything like that, right?
Now, best team in the city is the Detroit Pistons now. Come on now.
Well, I'm just saying.
It's basketball season. Come on now.
I'm just saying. I mean, you ask your hockey friends, they'll tell you who it is. They'll tell you it's the Detroit team.
I'm gonna wait till we wholeheartedly. Start talking Lions. I'm gonna refrain until we wholeheartedly talk about the Lions.
Well, until we can let the smoke clear out a little bit.
I mean, I was trying to say that up for you, Big Sweet. You know, I mean, at 4:00, I was gonna bust your lion bubble real quick out there.
No, but hey,
I can tell you this right now. I can say this right now. They better get some better players, man. I'm done with all of this. My defensive backs are hurt all year long, and I mean they've been hurt for what? They play for. Wait a minute, I'm gonna tell you, they play for 4 weeks, and then they on IR for the rest of the year. Rest of the year, guys. We still got guys coming in. They still coming in right now.
Yeah,
James. Let's dissect that. It might not always be the defensive players' faults. Remember, as 2 weeks ago, when we started talking, the past 3 years, the Lions defensive backs have all gone bad the last month or two. Something's wrong. Either he's overworking them, or their training isn't up to par, and or the strength and conditioning coach is not up to par. Something is going on. It's the same issue 2 to 3 years in a row. Same issue. Now, since we are on Lions, there needs to be a serious conversation between Sheila, the owner, Brad, the general manager, and the head coach. Because we're past the honeymoon phase now. We're past the biting kneecaps, and we're past the grit and all that stage now. It's time to be what, ladies and gentlemen? Cerebral. It's time to.
I'll be cerebral. I'll be cool. I'll be whatever you want me to be. Just win some games. I need people out there to just settle down, man. They need to settle down.
9-8 at least,
What'd you say?
They went 9-8, right? Winning season.
I mean, wow. Is that what you call winning season?
Man, cut his mic off. Turn your own mic off.
Just like Mike Tomlin, winning season technically.
Oh wow.
Turn your own mic off. Boy, you lucky I don't have a control right now.
Winning, they won more than they lost.
It's time. It's Lions world. Lions. It's time to sit down and start handling some business and start. It's no more. It's no more just happy and grit and everything. Because now
the weight of expectation.
The other thing too, you got a somewhat. He hadn't really said it yet, but some of the other realistic things that happen in an NFL front office are going to start happening. Montgomery's not necessarily happy right now, right?
No.
Okay, all those kind of things going to start. What?
He's leaving. He gone.
He gone.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So now
But we need that contract. We need that contract.
We'll need that.
We need that for the young players.
But you only get that window. The window was 2 years ago at the NFC Championship game. That's when you needed to really be cerebral and take it all the way. Now, some of the things, let's go back to my day out there. We did a great job of keeping a lot of good players intact back then. Okay. I'm talking Porsche, Benny Blades, Chris. But then when free agency hit, we kept the team intact for about 3 good years.
Right.
But then reality starts setting in. We start losing guys because of free agency and the salary cap. And, we lost Lomas. We lost Kevin Glover. We lost a few other guys like that. And so reality sets in. And that's when it was no more fun for Barry because he looked around and didn't see his partners around. But that's the name of the game. So now the Lions are at that same phase right now. They kept the team together, the fun and loving, good grit guys, but now they got to make some tough decisions. And now it's time to get serious with Brad and Coach Campbell and the crew about who to keep and what to keep and become a little bit more. I think he needs to give the play calling back to a bona fide offensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. Instead of trying to do it himself, because he did okay. He did okay.
He got to get somebody like he had in Johnson, right?
Yeah.
He got to get somebody he trusts. Because right now you can see him. He's circling the wagons of his own, and he don't trust nobody.
You don't trust that Johnny Morton,
right? He don't trust Johnny Morton. Johnny Morton.
Get the other Johnny Morton.
I tell you, there's a couple of names that would make a lot of sense right there. Mm-hmm. I'm going to keep them to myself until I see. But I know one name that I think would be phenomenal over there at OC.
Stefanski?
Nah.
Okay. He just got fired. I don't know. He needs a job.
I was about to say, what are you talking about Stefanski for?
He got fired. I don't know.
I know he got fired.
Yeah.
It is Black Friday, and you guys, we should all we gotta put that part of it. Black Friday, we lost. How many coaches we lose? We lose 3 coaches?
6.
6.
I think there's 6
open
right now.
The Giants and Titans were already open.
Well, that was already done.
Okay, now you got Cleveland, you got Atlanta. You got
Atlanta fired everybody.
Yeah,
Atlanta, Oakland, and
Penix did not turn out.
Arizona.
Arizona fired. Yep.
So
the Giants were already right. We already talked about
Giants
them.
are gone. Yep, we knew they were gone.
Giants and Titans.
I'm gonna say this. Everybody was saying Aaron Glenn. Hey, I said he wasn't, but everybody go. He damn near. Because Woody Johnson, Woody Johnson.
The seat is hot over there. The seat is hot. And then I think we're going to get a couple of surprises. What if, a Harbaugh or a Tomlin decides to move on,
I saw the way that game ended last night. The way that game ended last night, you're gonna fire John Harbaugh?
I heard that he was more safe than he was potentially getting fired.
And I'm not saying fire him, no, but sometimes let's use Andy Reid as an example.
Okay.
Sometimes you run your course at one place, right?
Yeah.
So like when he left Philly and went to Kansas City, that might be the case maybe with Harbaugh and or Tomlin. They might feel that they've run their course. The Steelers won't fire Tomlin. That's not happening. But Mike might decide to leave, and go to broadcasting for a year or two. Very similar. We have an example of a coach leaving his place after 20-some years, and then getting an opportunity somewhere else. That makes sense sometimes. Instead of telling the fans, I love it here and I want to be here, and then sign a contract that's next Saturday, like a lot of coaches do, right?
Right.
I'm messing with you about Lane Kiffin and
sure,
at least Winningham was professional enough to step away and get another opportunity. That was very, very professional of him, but I don't know. It's time the Lions. It's one of those. They're gonna to have some serious meetings out there.
So it sounds like the Raiders are having Tom Brady bring more input in getting their new coach, general manager.
Wait, did they fire Pete Carroll?
Pete Carroll's gone.
They fired Pete Carroll?
Yes. Pete Carroll got fired.
Yeah, he's gone.
I
can live with that one.
Last year. They just brought him in last year.
Well, he can't fix things. He can't fix them, no.
Boy,
and I think Pete Carroll's a good guy, but man, 74 years old, 75 years old.
Did you do that last year? He was 73 last year.
There's a lot of
He didn't have a 5-year plan?
No, you don't get a 5-year plan when you're a 74-year-old man.
That's all you got left.
Here's what I don't understand, though.
Oh, man.
Here's what I don't understand, Jamie.
Stink, man.
Now, we got special ties to Mr. Brady because of Michigan and everything.
Sure, right.
He is now part owner, and we had this discussion about everything. You know, doing the games and still be part owner. That's starting to come up in a few different places. But what I don't understand, that driving me crazy right now, did you hear that Matt Ryan is going to be involved with the Atlanta search and president of the Atlanta Falcons?
The owner loves him. The owner loves him. He loves him.
Zero experience.
Hey, Larry, did you hear that Phillip Rivers might be a head coaching candidate?
Right.
Phillip Rivers.
Boy, you know where I'm going. Now, another one is, why in the hell would the Miami Dolphins have Troy Aikman involved in their GM search?
The owner likes him. I don't know.
The owner, I'm going to say this.
Who is a Michigan man, the owner.
I know who the man is. And
Stephen Ross.
I used to work at his school. I know him.
The man, let me say this. Troy Aikman is a good guy. He ain't no Matt Millen. I'll tell you that right now. He ain't trying to take over,
out of the booth.
And he ain't no, he's in a booth, but he knows he knows he will call his owner out. He called his owner out when he was wrong, and he'll call him out again. That's the one thing Troy Aikman will do.
Well, and I
Stephen
met
Ross needs all the help he can get.
I can't say I'm good friends with Troy, but he is a Bruin. You know, I met Troy.
Right, exactly.
You know, and the whole thing. But sometimes, guys, it's hard for me to accept. You know, I know because they might not all good quarterbacks, not all good players make good coaches, make good.
Agreed.
Most of the time, the great players don't make good coaches.
Most of the time, great players don't make good commentators too.
Yeah, Emmitt Smith.
I'm saying.
I'm speaking from experience. When I first got hired by the Lions in the front office, I thought I knew it all. I'm a former player. I played for 9 years. Man, I know everything. But it is a business, and there is a lot to learn. And one, I can't say that they can't ever learn it, but to get the chance right off the bat, right off the rip, to do it, they're gonna go through growing pains. Mm-hmm. I'm speaking from experience. I thought because I was a former player and now I'm in the front office that, you can't tell me nothing. I know about this game, but there's a business side to it all that has to be taken into account. And it's like a quarterback who becomes a starter as a youngster. Remember, he always talks about when that light clicks on or when the game slows down for them. It's the same process in management. And I went through it. I went through it. I'm speaking from experience. I thought I knew it all, but until I got involved, and I said, wait a minute, slow down, big fella. This is a business. And I eventually learned the business and realized, how much of a business it is. And some guys just get these opportunities based upon what they've done as a player or something. And I guess I'm double talking because I got an opportunity because they saw what kind of player I was. I was a cerebral player, and they thought enough of me to bring me into the front office. And then I climbed the ladder, but then I hit that glass ceiling, to be honest, that glass ceiling for sometimes minorities in the league, just being honest. So I I just don't sometimes understand what has Matt Ryan done to earn to be president and CEO of the team. He played there, granted. He was the quarterback there.
I mean, he did lead the Super Bowl for four straight quarters, and then got passed up and he lost the game.
True.
But I'm just
maybe that's it. Maybe that causes you to earn the right for him to be the guy. But
right. I mean,
but what I'm trying to say here is the playing field and the business field are two different things.
Could it just be that Matt Ryan allows Arthur Blank and the Falcons organization to have kind of like at least somebody here that the fan base could be like, oh, okay, I know that guy. I trust him. Like he's been out of the league for a little while. He's been out the league long enough that maybe he's learned some of the business side.
He's on TV.
Yeah, he's on TV.
He's on CBS.
That will do a lot. That will do a lot for people.
I'm going to tell you this about Dante Moore, and this is why Dante Moore may not jump into the draft urgently.
He doesn't want to go to the Jets.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what.
Did you guys see the stat about the Jets versus quarterbacks this season?
Yes.
36-0. First team ever.
No interceptions.
The first team ever.
No interceptions.
Aaron Glenn, my guy. Try harder next time.
Still,
he's still employed.
He should be.
I'd like
what
him,
they did to him. They tore his team apart.
Yeah.
They took everybody off the team.
I know.
They wholesaled that damn team.
Hey, he was doing that Earth, Wind, and Fire dance, and I thought things were shooting to the moon. I thought I thought we were doing something, man. I thought we were going to remember the 21st night of September.
Thank God they're giving him, another opportunity, and not one and done.
I think I'm just going to say he got to win games next year.
He better come out the chute on fire.
6 to 8. He got to get 6 to 8 next year.
In general, things just got to look a lot different.
Right.
You can win, but the process is good. Then I think, you don't win a lot, but the process is good. I think people can overlook some of that as long as, hey, we actually intercepted some passes next season.
Here's the problem. The Carolina Panthers are winning again. They go into the playoffs.
But come on.
I'm just saying.
Come on.
When they start winning and go into the playoffs, you got to catch up.
They're going to the playoffs because the bottom team in the NFC South didn't win a game.
Exactly. So they win
stupid.
it. They go into the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, watch out if the Saints start going back to the playoffs.
Atlanta was eliminated from the playoffs on December 7th, and they tied for first in their division. Eliminated from the playoffs a month ago, tied for first. Now, they were never going to be in it in the tiebreaker situation, but that just kind of doesn't make any sense to me how you could be eliminated from the playoffs and yet still.
I got a very deep conspiracy theory that
let's hear it.
Let's leave that on the other side.
I'm going to keep it to myself. I won't ever say it.
We got to let it say. What do you mean you got to let it out, man? You can give a hint or something.
Come on, mention it and then just leave us hanging dry.
Exactly. I mean, I thought maybe you was going to tell us Mike McDaniels was gonna be the next.
Hey, they're not firing that dude as long as that Brian Flores lawsuit's still going on. No, thank you.
They need him. They need him because that Flores lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as it breaks,
you fire another minority coach.
And Mike gonna tell everything.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna tell everything.
Oh, yeah.
You know he is.
Oh yeah.
And that GM, and that GM got fired too. You fired the GM too.
Well, at least you gave one of them to the fan base, because otherwise, man, people are going to be rioting. Hey, but you know what, Stephen Ross? Ask Troy Aikman. Ask Joe Buck. Ask everybody you can find, man. You ain't never won a playoff game. Not even one time. Come on, Stephen.
I know.
This is school. Hey, I've been there.
It's deep.
What's the football field?
I was a part of the Fritz Pollard Alliance for a couple of years. Yeah, supposedly the group that helps the league in the minority hiring and all of that. So
and did you
we'll talk about that? That's a whole different subject.
You weren't a part of that Richie Incognito committee that they created, right? That they did a few years ago after the bullying scandal. They put like Tony Dungy and like some other guys in a committee, and they never ended up releasing nothing.
Oh.
You remember that? Remember that? That's back in the day.
Did you help with that committee too?
Well, they never did nothing, so
I don't really remember that, but I was a part of back in the day. We'll talk about it on the other side.
All right.
I like it.
You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050.
All right, clear on radio. Yeah, that was a couple years ago. Well, more than a couple years ago at this point. That Jonathan Martin, Richie Incognito, and then they created like some sort of committee of trustworthy guys to investigate, and they never ended up releasing nothing.
Investigate what?
The whole bullying scandal, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, I think they were talking about hazing or something.
Yeah, it might have been that. Yeah. Bullying, hazing, whatever you want to call it.
No, back in the day, when the Fritz Pollard, I'll tell you about how Fritz Pollard Alliance was formed and all of that. So, and what it supposedly, was created to do.
There you go. That's what they about to give. They about to. Matt Ryan is expected to be hired as the Falcons' president of football operations.
I don't know.
Following their decision to fire general manager Terry Fontaine.
Maybe they should have hired Belichick a couple years ago.
Unbelievable.
They wanted him.
They wanted him, but apparently Kraft called blank and was like, yeah, don't do that.
Unbelievable.
They hired Raheem Morris, gave him a second chance, and then they drafted Penix, and I think that not working out the way it has.
Penix got hurt.
He got hurt, but he never looked really that good, though, in the NFL. I thought he was going to be great.
Not only that, but prior to that, they signed, what's his name today?
Kirk.
That big old crazy contract.
Process there. That was such a weird process.
Owners are on this saving money kick, but then they do stupid things financially.
Yeah, but they can't help themselves. Yeah, I don't know. I know Bill's not trying to be at UNC much longer. Come on now.
Why not? He having fun.
I mean, I guess. What, they go 4-8 this season?
Got that young girlfriend and everything.
Oh, he can keep going to the cheerleading competitions. That's fine. You can keep doing that, I think. But you just.
I tell you, how about that Raven Steeler game last night?
God, that was a crazy game, man.
Neither of them teams want to be in the playoffs, man.
Nobody wanted to play.
Come on,
hey,
Ravens.
All I'm gonna say is Lamar showed up.
Lamar
did show up.
Second year in a row.
What do you want
Lamar shows up and his team fails him. And yet people are going to keep saying it's Lamar Jackson. He don't win a Super Bowl. No, the Ravens don't win the Super Bowl. The Ravens don't win. What's up? Lamar, he makes it happen when he needs to. Mark Andrews.
They showed the priest sprinkling holy water in the end zone before the game.
That. Yeah, that's the end zone they missed. That's what he missed.
No, but man, Carolina and Pittsburgh, just eliminate them both right now, and we all be happy. We'll be fine.
Off the air, I'll tell you a few things, Jamie.
You know how that is. All I'm saying is that young man ain't coming in. He ain't getting in the draft if he got to get drafted number 2.
Yeah, but who do you think going to be bad next year? The good teams? What do you mean?
I'm just saying. Dante Moore said, "I'm not being on that Jets team. They got to trade me or something."
They still got Garrett Wilson. They got a decent running back room. I don't know.
If you're in a draft team, like the Jets,
yeah,
they you got to ignore that kind of talk. Only time it really came to fruition is when
1 minute back to radio.
Eli Manning and that whole thing happened.
Yeah, his dad strong-armed. His dad strong-armed him. I mean, I just if you're a guy of that caliber, it's not like the teams that are going to be bad next year are in a better situation. They're bad next year. That's the whole point of the draft.
That's the way it's designed. Exactly. It's designed for the
You really think you think you're going to bet that the Jets won't be in the top 3 next year? Why would you bet on that?
Right.
You want to end up in Cleveland? Come on, bro.
Oh my God.
Hey, at least the Raiders are in Vegas. Although Mendoza's going to get taken first, probably.
Mendoza was supposed to get taken first.
Maybe, depending on the team that drafted and what they like. I don't know. Dante Moore seems like a lot of people
Tampa Bay staying tight. They keeping Todd Bowles.
Man, Todd Bowles ain't never made an expression in his life. He ain't never smiled.
He did a few weeks ago. He was cussing folks out.
I did. I heard all them F words. I heard all that.
And he kissed his son when he went down there, and they drove over to see him.
Oh, boy. All right, going live here in just a moment.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, my man Eric Black on the ones and twos, playing the right music because you want to know, we're going to make Big Sweet our GM right now. Put it together. You got to make some decisions for these Detroit Lions, and I'm going to say it like this. You got the number one pick. But you know we're not drafting too high because we've been good.
I think we're 17.
That's right. I said we're not drafting too high. We're right there in the middle.
Got to get that Ruben Bain at 17.
So we got to get somebody, but who we gonna get? Who you thinking about this early? If you're thinking about anybody, I'm gonna tell you what we need. We need a center, a guard, or a tackle.
I agree.
You ain't gonna find one. You ain't gonna find, or I'll take, you know what? I would take a defensive lineman too, a middle guy right there, defensive tackle.
Oh, I took one last year, though.
I know, but where is he?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Can you draft an offensive coordinator?
Might need to trade for one. Hey, give up another third rounder.
You draft a trade for offensive coordinator?
Hey, can we trade back for Aaron Glenn or something?
So, before we went to break,
right?
Can I give a little history lesson?
Sure.
Okay, Fritz Pollard Alliance. I don't know how many people have heard of that or who he was. Or Fritz Pollard was the first African American that was involved in the National Football League as a coach and a player and everything.
Right.
So several years ago, there was a complaint about the lack of minority hiring in the NFL back maybe 20, 25 years ago. So we're at the Combine, and Terry Robisky, longtime NFL coach, you knew him from the Raiders, Terry.
Redskins and everything.
And so there was going to be a lawsuit between minority coaches and the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And so what happened was they stepped in and formed a group. Terry Robisky, it was who else was involved in the group? I was involved. It was Ozzie Newsome, several guys that was complaining about the hiring. And Tony Dungy had just gotten hired, right? And so this group was formed, and Terry Robisky, this group was supposedly going to sue the NFL for the lack of minority hiring. Mm-hmm. Well, Tagliabue stepped in and said, look, don't do that. Let's start trying to work together. So the Fritz Pollard Alliance was formulated, and the Rooney Rule was created. We all heard about the Rooney Rule.
I remember the Rooney Rule.
That's when the Rooney Rule was created, that you must hire, at least interview minority candidates before hiring. And so, make a long story short, that relationship is no longer what it's supposed to be or has been, and all it was designed to do was create a fair playing field, not to give minorities an advantage or anything like that, but just to create a playing field so that minorities can be involved in general manager positions and head coaching positions. And so there was a cognizant time period of that, and they were working with the league. Now, Roger Goodell, the present commissioner, is a good guy. He is committed to equal hiring all over the board. He's a solid gentleman. But the owners are a group. They're a unit, right? So some of them have become a lot more diversified, and some of them maybe still aren't. So that's the constant battle that you got going on behind the scenes when it comes to minority hiring or not, and hiring the right guys. And a lot of the times, former players that aren't of color get hired, like John Lynch's and John Elway's and Matt Millen's and those kind of guys that get opportunities that some people of color don't get, like a Larry Lee or whomever. You know, we're one and done. And we got grown listeners. This is a grown conversation right here, grown up adult conversation. So with all that being said, I'm not asking for a handout. I'm not asking for preferential treatment or anything. We just want a level playing field. If the game is 80% African American, shouldn't we have a higher percentage of coaches? And we're starting to gain a few, and those who have gotten chances have done pretty well. You know, the Mike Tomlins, our guy down in Houston, he's done well. He's, you know, some of the time, I personally think sometimes former players make great coaches that don't get an opportunity. But, you know, my argument can be skewed because now we look at what Aaron Glenn has done. He's only gotten one chance, but, you know, he's a former player that's gotten a chance. So with all that being said, I just hope these teams really, instead of hiring who the media says, hiring whose name just happens to be out there, that they do their due diligence and look at the proper person to hire for their organization. That's all I'm trying to say. And I'm not asking for preferential treatment for African Americans or anything, but don't discount us as well. You know, give us a shot as well and make the playing field level. That's all I'm asking.
No, well said. Well said. I'll give you that. I mean, you want a fair shake. You want a fair
shake. Now, right. You know, that's all. And you know, the one and dones, and give us opportunity to do as well. Because you remember, once upon a time, we weren't smart enough to do any of that. You know, to be honest. And then, you know, once upon a time, let's just be honest. You know, supposedly we couldn't play center. We couldn't play middle linebacker. We couldn't play safety, the thinking positions. We couldn't play quarterback. All that has changed. I'm not bringing that up, you know, as a negative. All that has changed. I mean, look at, you know, the proof is in the pudding. Look at what's going on now. Just a level playing field, ladies and gentlemen. That's all. And you know, we got Hall of Fame coaches like Tony Dungy, you know, who's done with Mike Tomlin. Look at his. I love Mike Tomlin. I am a huge Mike Tomlin fan. I think he is today's professional football coach. He's smart enough to, you know, to talk the talk and walk the walk with the guys. He's hip enough to still, as they say, keep it 100. You know, and when he talks in front of the media, he is. He sounds like a CEO of a Fortune 500 company. So
somehow he's a great quote, but he's also a real professional guy. He doesn't say stuff that, you know, makes you shake your head, but he knows how to give a good quote. The splash.
Yeah, he's a solid guy. So all I ask these organizations, please, you know, do your due diligence and not just hire a name, because I said it about our college football, our scouting service. I mean, you know, when we're talking about college coaches, don't just take a name because it's the hottest name out there or the media is spewing this guy's name. You know, it seems like the right guy for your play. Do some homework, do some work, and pick the right guy that might be there and turn your place into a winner. Okay, I can get off my soapbox now.
There's a lot of that going around. Look, you know as well as I do, there's new playoff teams and there's old playoff teams. I mean, and they're going to be around. And all I'm saying to you is that makes fan bases. That's why fan bases in the NFL, they get happy for things like that. I brought up Carolina because you know what? No one expected Carolina to be in the playoffs. Nobody expected them.
Nope.
There's fan bases going crazy right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're buying up everything Carolina. I mean,
I heard something the other day. And since we're in the media, we're part of the media. Mm-hmm. Do you realize that Cam Newton is the only former African-American quarterback involved in the media?
That's current?
Yes.
Yeah, I hadn't really.
Yeah,
think about that. That's you know me. I'm always just gonna.
Michael Vick wasn't involved in the media. I don't think.
Michael Vick was. Yes,
he was in the media.
Okay.
He did. He
was
did.
involved. There you go.
Now he's a
coaching,
coach.
Yeah.
But currently, right now,
no, you're right. There's no currently there is
only
no
one.
quarterback right now calling game.
And he'd be wearing some funny hats.
I mean, you got.
He's a unique individual.
But
do you ever listen to him talk?
Oh yeah, I like him on TV.
He's a very. I like a lot of the things that he says
I like
now.
some of the things Michael Vick has done with the black quarterback. I mean,
I thought we were talking about Cam Newton.
Oh, Cam Newton.
Yeah,
Cam Newton's gotten better.
I think he's good.
I'll tell you
on TV.
what, he's gotten better. He'll call you out quick, boy. He's out there. They were talking about
a lot of the things he says make sense.
It does. Him and RC going at it about the SEC.
Oh, I remember that from the other day.
That was funny too.
Yeah, that was pretty
Him
good.
and RC getting after one another about the SEC, how they used to be
standing on the
how
pedestal.
they used to look like, and now what they now currently look like.
And I know RC personally. For him to say that took a lot. He's SEC to the heart.
Inside of him. All of it inside of him. So, I mean, look, there's some things I'd love to have to talk about. So who do you guys think the MVP is of the league?
Man. Who are the odds on?
Do you want me to give you the choices?
Yeah, give me the favorites.
You want me to give you the choices? You got Matthew Stafford or Drake May. Now,
I had to choose between those two.
Matt Stafford or Drake May.
He's leading in touchdowns.
He redeemed himself from last week's game.
Right.
Four touchdowns.
Yes. To this week, everybody says Matthew Stafford's in the league. I think everybody wants the old bag to win the MVP so he can get into.
Drake May has a lot of momentum on his side.
Remember, the MVP is only for regular season, so don't include. Yeah,
I'm saying it. That's what they're saying.
Tough. That's tough.
They want to give Matthew Stafford. They think
he had one of the greatest.
That'd be a good choice.
Statistically speaking, Matt Stafford had one of the greatest 8-game runs ever seen at the quarterback position. He threw like 24 touchdowns and no interceptions for like 2 months straight.
And May has some time under his wings to get it.
Man, I think they're going to give it to Stafford. I think they'll give it to Stafford
too.
Which, honestly, I mean, if you didn't think he was already a Hall of Famer, I think he'd pretty much
defensive player of the year. Who?
Myles Garrett.
Right.
Yeah.
Got to be Myles.
Yeah.
Because he just broke a record. Just broke the sack record.
By the way, even though he played more games, the snap count between him and Strahan, I mean, he's played way less snaps than Strahan or TJ Watt did. And I'd say like per snap, Myles Garrett on a per rush basis is probably the best one of them.
I'm gonna bring up an unofficial on that one. Detroit Lions, Bubba Baker, unofficially they weren't keeping sacks when Bubba played, and unofficially Bubba had 27 in a season.
Unofficially,
27.
Yeah, I had to speak up for my old teammate.
What was man? 27. That's pretty good. But yeah, I think it's gonna be hard to give it to anybody but Myles Garrett.
And, I like his professionalism too.
Offensive player of the year.
What about Jackson Smith and Jigba?
Oh man,
he feels like it this year. I don't know.
Why not?
Jonathan Taylor?
Why not? The kid that came from Minnesota and is now the current quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks.
Darnold.
Why not?
Possibly.
I mean, he finally finished. He's taking his team. They are number 1 seed. They are the number 1
offensive
seed.
player of the year. It's generally they're going to give it to a skill guy because they can't give it the MVP.
I'm just saying that's why they give it to him.
If anything, Matt Stafford would be the offensive player of the year. If he's
Smith and Jigba, that's a good choice. I mean
he got what 1,793 yards, led the league in receiving.
All I'm saying is Donald got rejected by 2 teams that didn't want him after he had good years for them.
That's true.
You see that pressure up the middle, and he's still Sam Darnold.
I'm just saying.
He's still Sam Darnold.
Hey, you call him what he want, but hey, they're at number 1 seed now.
So am I jumping the gun by asking this question? Who do we see coming from the AFC and who do we see coming from the NFC?
Well, I'm going to look at the bracket.
I mean,
because
It's Denver and it's
Seattle.
It's
It's the
Seattle.
seeds.
Denver and Seattle.
I don't think
Remember,
both,
they used to be division rivals.
they're
Right.
not both.
That's
They're
what
not
I'm
both
saying.
making it. I don't think they're both making it.
Denver plays such boring football. Yeah,
Sure do.
They will win.
Honestly, I could see.
they will bore the heck out of you.
I think the Bills are going to make a run this year.
No, don't get on that.
I think
train.
Seattle's got a better chance of making it on the NFC.
Don't get
I tell you what,
that.
when what's the name comes back, don't count out the
Broncos not
Rams.
doing it.
Broncos
Broncos
bore
are
you.
not doing
They're
it.
gonna be in Mile High,
No.
and they're gonna be Bronco gang. Let's ride.
Don't overlook the Rams.
Hold on,
Don't
I got
overlook the Rams when they get what's his name back,
Oh,
Devontae Adams.
oh,
And
you better hope Devontae Adams come back. Wait a minute. I ain't heard or seen the Devontae yet.
well, I tell you,
Let's ride.
I tell you, I got a place in my heart for the Broncos. Because I spent 2 years. I spent 2 years out there. I was Elway center for a couple of years, so
Man, Elway was the man.
I got to play. If they go, I might be able to get us some tickets.
I just don't like their offense is.
What don't you? I
tough.
mean, look, they
What
got
don't
a
you
good
like?
defense.
Have you watched them play
They got a heck of a
offense?
defense.
Have you
A
watched
heck
them
of a
play
defense.
offense? Man, it gets real ugly.
I
real
said
fast.
it's boring. I
Yeah.
told you it's not good. It's not good offense.
I think the
And
Patriots
my fellow UCLA Bruin is the GM, George Payton, out there. So
yeah.
I'm pulling for the Broncos.
They built a hell of a squad.
I just don't think it's the quarterback's time yet.
I don't think
It's
so
not-
either. That's
it's
why I
not-
think
it's
I think
not
Josh.
Knicks.
I think it's Josh
It's not
Allen's time,
Knicks'
man.
time.
It's Josh Allen's time. Let's
Yeah,
go.
could- yeah,
He
now-
got a shot.
Let's
He
go.
ain't
Now his
gotta play-
nemesis is-
He ain't got to play.
It's about
He
time,
ain't got
man.
no nemesis in his
got
way.
no-
Right,
No.
right.
Yeah, hey,
Now that
Hey, Bond,
hey,
and go.
I don't care what kind of season the Jaguars had. You afraid of the Jags if you're Josh Allen? Hell no. Come on, get out of here.
Did you see the post game locker room with Jacksonville, where the players gave Lawrence a
Yeah.
grill?
And yeah, he plugged him
Hey.
in.
I thought that was hilarious.
Give me Rams and Bills in the Super Bowl.
Rams. And
That's where I'm
Bills.
going. I think
Rams and that's not a bad choice.
because I think the Rams are going to win that first round matchup against the Panthers, and if they don't, my goodness. But oh, man, I mean,
If
good
they
lord,
don't,
if the
my
Panthers win a
goodness,
game,
Because
come
they
on.
did get beat the last time they played them.
I know, but man, that's come on, man,
My-
I'm
come
just
on,
saying. They did
My
get beat
brother-in-law-
the last
Ah.
time they played them.
My
disgusting.
brother-in-law is a season ticket Ram holder. He's the assistant district attorney out here. This boy is Ram fanatic, and
Blake
he
Corum-
said, "Oh, he started crying.
Yeah.
Oh no, we got to go back to Carolina. Oh no."
All I'm
Rams
saying.
got everything you want on offense. I mean, they might
They
not
do.
have a tight end you care about, but you know what? They got 2 running backs I do, and they got 2 receivers I
They got to get him back. Get Vontae back.
I mean, honestly, they just need Puka Nacua. If you got Puka Nacua,
No, you need
got a shot.
more than one wide receiver.
I know you need more than one, but you got a shot if you got Puka Nacua. I
I
like
like
having
You know, they
both.
keep-
Puka's a beast.
Puka ain't gonna be able to finish the
Hey,
game.
they're not
after
going to
a
need.
while.
They're not going to need
He's a
Devontae against
They
the
gonna
Panthers.
need. They gonna need Devontae
They're
because
gonna
Puka
need-
ain't gonna be able to finish the
Hey,
game.
make it to the Seattle game.
I tell you, I do like everything about Seattle. Their defense, their offense. You know, I like their strong team. And there's a stat I saw the other day. The last time, the past 3 times
Mhm.
that the Seahawks were the number 1 seed, guess what?
Went to Super Bowl.
They went to the Super Bowl.
Ah,
Oh wow, there you go.
let's
Okay,
go.
that may be it. Not.
Not. What do you guys got? What do you guys got out of the coming out of the? What do you got the Super Bowl matchup? What? Where's your head at?
I'm
You going
gonna
you
go-
going with the number 1 seeds? I mean,
going with Seattle myself.
Seattle. Okay.
Seattle and probably, you know what? I'm gonna really give it spicy. I'm going with the Texans.
Ooh,
I'm going with
okay.
the Texans in
Hey,
the
I
AFC.
think you're on to something.
They play good defense.
If there's another
I
team
think
that
you're on to something with the
on the
Texans.
defense, and you know what? I believe in CJ Stroud a little bit
I
more.
do
than Bo
like
Nix.
CJ. I do like him.
I
when
believe
he
in him
does.
more than Bo Nix. That's
Right.
for sure. Especially when games matter. Oh man, CJ, give me CJ over Bo Nix.
I got this theory. You don't go from zero to hero.
Yeah.
So that's why only reason I'm not picking Seattle. NFC, I'm going with the Rams.
Okay.
AFC, I like to see Houston or Denver.
Man, that Houston and Denver game is going to be crazy.
That'd be good. That Houston and Denver.
That's going to be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah. That would be pretty nice.
It's
going to be 7-6. It's going to be ugly.
I like what Houston's doing on defense. Those guys, they play ball, man. They're having fun playing ball. Broncos, same thing. Is Nick's ready? What year is this for Nick's? Second, third?
I think it's the second year, right?
Second year.
Broncos country. Yeah, let's rock.
But I like the coach. I think Coach has that Super Bowl experience and everything, and he knows how to get them ready.
He's a floor raiser at the very least.
Yeah.
I mean, Sean Payton, man, he raises your floor. He makes it so you're in it. You might not win it, but you're going to be in it.
He has won it, though.
He's won it once, just like Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
They're both very good coaches. They're going to raise your floor. Are you going to make the ceiling happen? We'll see. Probably not.
All right. So let me ask you this: Are we through with the Steelers? Even with when DK coming back?
I'm done.
We're done.
I'm done.
We're done.
I don't think their offense is progressive enough.
I don't think. Let me tell you something. They played their butts off, and they played against a rival team to win, and they should have lost.
And they should have lost.
You're right.
That's correct.
Outside of that, after I saw that,
a 42-yard field goal.
Right.
42 yards. Come on, man. That's a chip shot in the NFL.
Well, who's your sleeper? My sleeper
Buffalo.
is Jacksonville.
Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo.
Jacksonville's my sleeper.
We're going up against it then.
I'm saying the Texans are my team. I give you Buffalo. I give you Buffalo.
Oh, man. Let's go, Buffalo. Come on now.
This might be.
I don't believe in Buffalo.
They can beat the Patriots.
Buffaloes are jinxed. They're a jinxed team.
They might be.
Sorry.
They might be.
They need that new stadium quick because
they're really going to test the limits of great quarterback.
Right.
And not much else. I mean, they got the running back. I give you that. James Cook is awesome. I love him. What else they got?
Right.
There's something going on. Something going on in Jacksonville. I like. There's something going on down there.
Duval. Hey, Duval County, stand up. I don't see it for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't know.
I don't know. I think Lawrence is growing up, man.
A little bit.
He's crossed. I think he's crossed that threshold of being.
Clearly, the offense changed when they decided to make Brian Thomas number 2.
Yeah.
That's true.
They needed to make him number 2, and now things are looking a lot better. Jacoby Myers is a pretty nice receiver, and Travis Etienne. I thought he was done.
No. They just made him the right. You had a dumb coach that tried to move him to wide receiver.
They ran him into the ground the last 2 seasons, then last year I thought Tank Bigsby was coming for his stuff.
This is the guy.
And then they traded him away.
ATN is the man.
He's the man.
Yeah.
I like Etienne a lot. I just thought, hey, you know what? Sometimes they wear you down with a lot of carries early in your career, and then injuries start to take place, and then you draft a new guy. Tank Bigsby comes in, and then they traded him before the season, and Etienne is looking real nice. I just feel like if the Buffalo ain't gonna do it this year, come on, man. The stakes are too high.
That's crazy.
Stakes are too high for them.
We got to go to a break. We come back. We got more good stuff on the other side. We got to break it down. Got to look at college basketball a little bit more. See where everybody really is. You know what I'm saying? I know where Michigan is. I see them. I see them all the time. But where's the rest of the Big Ten? Where is everybody stepping up? I mean, what's going on? I just want to find out. You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050.
All right, clear on radio. I saw our Sparty, 2-point loss. It's tough. Dusty May getting his props, and old Sparty can't hold up. It's all right.
I'm not dogging Sparty out, but Sparty's doing what they can. They're doing what they can.
They're fine.
They win the games they need to win.
Yeah, they'll be all right. Just not the one last weekend. It happens.
I'm surprised you're not diving into the college playoffs yet.
Ain't there a playoff game on Thursday?
I guess we could if we want to. You want to talk about it? I can talk about it.
Yeah, I thought there was some pretty good games went on.
Oh my goodness, the games last week. Oh man, that Georgia and Ole Miss game was, man.
Yeah, that was a good game.
That's the best. Honestly, of the 12-team format, that's the best game.
And they should not go more than 12. That's a whole lot of fun.
No, I really hope
they
don't,
16.
Man. There's like 14. There, I mean, really,
they're going 16.
Oh, it's disgusting.
They're going 16, and then they're going to make sure everybody's going to get a play-in game.
Look,
because they went we went 1-6, 1-7.
That's a whole lot of football, man. You know.
It
ain't like
New Year,
the Final Four or nothing. You know.
I know. All I'm saying to you is you got to get everybody in to get their play time.
Next year, Notre Dame has that guaranteed if they're 12th or higher.
Right.
You know what they're going to be ranked at the end of the season? 13th. 13th. If I was the committee, I'd be lobbying hard for 13th. Hey, why not 14th even? Hey, I love Notre Dame. Why play any of our rivals ever again, you know? Why do any of that? Why not play BYU, who's good like every couple of seasons? You know, that's fine. BYU not cowardly enough to opt out of the Pop-Tart Bowl. They respect the Pop-Tart Bowl.
So the coaches poll, we're number 2, number 1.
Come on.
I mean,
Arizona,
poll,
right? Arizona.
Number 2.
What more does this team need to do to be ranked number 1? Beat Arizona?
Right. I
mean, like what? How much more are you supposed to win these games by?
You might want to stay there though. You know that number 1 is well, you know.
Yeah. Let me see rankings. I mean, like how many first place vote? Okay, it's 32-29. That's pretty close in the AP. The coaches definitely think Michigan's the best team.
Oh, the coaches love Michigan.
Yeah.
Look
at that though. Arizona and Michigan are separated by 1 point in the AP poll.
Right.
1 point. That's crazy. And they beat Gonzaga right now, who's ranked 8th.
Wow.
What's Arizona's best win?
Put Philly E first if we can.
Why?
Because he's got lots of love, lots to share.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's what he's just said to me.
Okay. We could throw him first. That's fine with me. You just got to call in first.
My man, Philly E, my man.
We got one more segment, Philly, if you're watching. One more. And then we get to you. Let's see where
he wants to talk about our passion. I don't know.
Tomorrow, go blow. It's my limited fake Philly. Okay, Arizona beat Florida. Arizona beat UCLA. They beat UConn.
Oh, okay.
UConn's ranked number 4. That's actually a better win than Michigan's.
Yeah, that was a huge win.
Jeez. They beat Auburn and Alabama too.
Yep.
Yeah, no, they've had a nice schedule. Alabama's ranked 13th. Auburn's not ranked right now, but they probably will be. But no,
I mean, everybody's beating Auburn now.
I was gonna say, actually,
everybody
you know what?
Beats Auburn now.
Yeah. Oh well, you hand the program off to your son.
He gave it to his son. I'm sorry. It's the wrong coach.
Yeah, it was the wrong move. Although they only lost to Houston by 1.
The other thing, did you see? Chad, Philly might want to talk about this one. What Sirianni did by benching the guys, and they missed getting the number 2 seed.
Yep.
Oh my God.
He said it was he was thinking about time. He said,
honestly, I don't think that stuff matters all that much. Like unless you play the Packers at 7 instead of the 49ers, like that's not a huge drop off. I don't think either way.
Right.
Although I guess I don't know. Packers are weird, man. I thought they were good, and now they're not. I don't know what to make of the Packers.
Love will be back, I guess.
Oh, that's probably. Oh man.
But they lost.
Is that better?
But they lost. What's his name?
Willis is.
Oh, we're coming back soon, but I don't know if I'd rather. I might rather have Malik Willis. I don't know. He's like the Lamar Jackson of backup quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, going live here in just a moment.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, Eric Black on the other side of the glass, and we got Big Sweet Larry Lee himself on the West Coast.
California love.
What's that about?
That's you and Miz be doing that, man. That's y'all.
Yeah. But where's my theme song, man?
Give them some Bad Bunny so they know who the hell's singing.
Yeah, because I definitely don't know who Bad Bunny is.
I just gave you a little bit right there.
I mean, they really give some Bad Bunny to somebody because people don't know.
It. Oh,
I don't know.
Because I that's the one, the only one he's saying. That's the one I know. All right, let's talk college football.
Yeah, that's all I got.
College football playoffs in the view of it. What is it? You got Miami versus Indiana.
Well, yeah,
all right.
Okay.
I guess we're skipping ahead a little bit.
I was just gonna say, but I'm sorry. Okay, I'll come back. I'll come back for you. I'm sorry. You got the two Big Ten schools, Oregon and Indiana, and then you got Miami taking on Old Miss.
I'm not calling them Ole Miss anymore. They're the University of Mississippi.
Okay,
they're the only school that we call a nickname. What's that about?
You want to call them? This is what they call them because you can't say Mississippi and you can't say Mississippi State because that's who they. That's who the University of Mississippi is. That's the other school. So call them Ole Miss like everybody else. Then you know who you're talking about.
Wait, there's another University of Mississippi?
University of Mississippi State.
Right. There you go.
But that's Mississippi State, a different school.
Ole Miss. Anyway, who you got early on? I'm not gonna. You don't have to put this in pen, but when you look at it, who you got and why?
Well, I'm not Matt Patricia. I don't have a pencil behind my ear, so I only have a pen. I've only got pen, and it's orange pen.
For me, I think Ole Miss has run its course, and it's over. And the team that walks out of that one is going to be Miami. Miami's coming out of that one. They hunt dogs down, and they put them away.
They do.
That's what they're going to do to Ole Miss. And look, I like what Ole Miss did to Georgia. As a matter of fact, I think my wife loved what Ole Miss did to Georgia more than me because she hates Georgia.
Oh, does she?
Oh my God.
Well, I agree with you, man. As much remember when we had our when Candace was on and we had our main squeeze and then our side chick. Remember I said my side chick was the U.
Yep.
So I'm going with the U. I kind of there's something about the U I like, man. There's the swagger, and then once again back in the day when I was with the Dolphins, they were the creme de la creme in college football, and I just got something in my heart for the U. They kind of ghetto. There's some swag or ghetto or something about
it. Helped you get into the bar when you wasn't winning and they were winning national championships.
Well, we were winning. We were winning too, but they were more popular than we were.
They got you in the live. They get you in the
live. Hey, Michael Irvin, man, can you get me in the club, man?
Nobody believes in you. What are you?
Hey, Lonzo Highsmith, can you get me in the club?
Yo, Michael, you see Michael Irvin on the sidelines lately?
Michael Irvin's crazy on the sidelines.
He haven't. I don't even want to call it fun. I don't know what to call it.
I don't know. Taking his belt off, hitting that water truck. hitting that
water jug.
Hitting that jug.
BTA.
That boy hyper, boy, isn't he?
I thought I had energy. That boy got some energy.
Him and Ray Lewis. Did you see them both on the
actor,
sideline?
him or Jim Carrey? I don't know. I don't know anymore. Physical comedy. It might be the two greatest physical comedians ever. Jim Carrey.
On the other end, I am all about Indiana. I love everything that's going on in Indiana right now. I like the coach. I like the quarterback. I like the attitude. I like the swagger. I like Indiana. I think this is just a magical year for them. I'm picking Indiana to win it all.
Woo!
Oh boy.
Woo!
Skipping right past. Let's do it.
Well,
yeah.
Okay.
I can see that. I can see that.
I see you.
There's only 4 schools left, so I mean, if Oregon wins that game, I guess I have to consider them, but honestly, I don't really think they're that.
There's Indiana's defense.
Is Oregon going to have a good offensive game against a good team or not? Do they have does Oregon ever have a good offensive game against a good team? It's always against like Wazoo or Oklahoma State. They always kill them, but they don't beat nobody any good, and they don't ever look convincing. That game against Texas Tech, that was a slog. That game stunk.
That game was not a good game.
No,
it wasn't. It wasn't.
It stunk. But Oregon always puts up like a so-so offensive game against good teams. I don't know what Indiana's going to do against them a second time. It could get ugly.
It's going to be ugly.
I mean, for Oregon, maybe.
Dante Moore needs to come.
So you're saying
he got to show out this time.
Wait, so you're saying Oregon and Indiana in the final?
No,
they can't be. They're playing each other.
I mean, so wait a minute.
I'm saying Miami, Indiana.
Yeah,
in Miami, right? In Miami, Indiana, right?
We're all there with that one. Yeah, it's just a matter of, do you think Indiana actually wins it all? And guys,
I tell you, I like to use defense.
I do too.
Them boys swarm, man.
But I think Indiana has more ways to beat you.
That's true.
If Miami wins, it's because Carson Beck made no mistakes. They got every third down possible. Mark Fletcher decides that he's just going to run through your face 100 times.
And he did.
But he has been.
That's what I'm going to say. He had that one fumble. After that, he did.
Hey, after that. But are they going to run into a brick wall? Is Mark Fletcher going to have to run through the brick wall? I know it's still kind of crazy to say of the Indiana Hoosiers, because the Indiana's a brick wall.
I'm all in on Indiana.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
I want to pick Miami, but I don't know if I can do it.
I'm all in on Indiana. I liked what they're doing. They're playing as a and Cignetti, man. I love him, man. Did you just watch the other day? And I look at all kind of things while I'm watching the game, not just the plays and that kind of stuff. I look at sideline expressions. I look at did you see when the other team went for fourth down and tried, we're going to try to make Indiana jump, and Cignetti was like, that shit ain't going that stuff ain't gonna work. Don't even try. My boys are too well trained. And too well coached to fall for that. He just sat there on the sideline like, I loved it. I love his facial expression. Like, that stuff ain't gonna work.
No. Before the game, they asked the media asked Cignetti, hey, so there's this mystique around Alabama and all that stuff. And how do you get your players to sort of be prepared for that mystique of Alabama? And he's like, man, you might know more about that than we do. All we do is watch tape. And we feel confident about the tape that we've seen. It's he wasn't worried about no Alabama. He wasn't worried about no Alabama this year.
Right, not this year.
He was unbothered.
This year.
Unbothered.
Nick Saban is no longer on the sidelines.
Right.
They need to stop.
Right.
Yeah.
They need to stop with that Alabama stuff right now. Nick Saban not prowling that sidelines.
No, and they beat a pretty flawed Oklahoma.
That's what happened when everybody else was able to pay players. Nick Saban knew it was time to move on.
Hey, you know why?
He wasn't the only one that could pay him.
That monster would have swallowed him too. Just because I don't care about how many national championships anybody won.
He wouldn't have made the money at the
Alabama is the only team every year.
Dealerships.
Alabama is the only team every year playing for the national championship. Not that they're going to win it. Not that they're definitely going to. I'm just saying their expectations are national championship. And if Nick Saban goes a couple of years without, losing in a semifinal, man, he's got another year before we start really, I think he saw the writing on the wall and was like, I don't want none of this anymore. I'm good.
Well, let me ask you this. What do you like? What do you like about Whittingham? And I'm not saying it in a negative.
I like the way he comes at the players and he gives them the truth. I mean, he came right at them. This is what you're gonna need this team more than we need you.
I like that I think he already brings the style of football that Michigan wants to play. And so he's not going to have to transform this team into something else, like a Rich Rod might have had to a long time ago. Like, I'm trying to bring my system. No, I think he can mold the guys that are here. He's going to bring in guys, obviously, that played at Utah that really, I think he's a respected guy. And he's bringing in a lot of really good coaches from, BYU and Utah that have had really good defenses and really good run games over the last couple of years. I just think they'll be
students of the game again. They'll be students. They'll learn how to play rugged football.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? The kind of brand of football that Michigan has tried to show them and different things like that from some of the coaches that knew how to do that.
If you're going to beat Ohio State, if that's something you want to do every year, you have to beat them along the offensive and defensive line. And I think that's kind of everything. I mean, the last couple of games that Ohio State has lost, teams have been mauling them up front.
Right. You look
that
at
Miami loss, that Michigan loss.
What I thought I saw was he seems like a realistic guy. I mean, like when they asked him the Ohio State question, they said, have you learned to hate Ohio State yet? And he gave an honest answer. I listened to all that. He said, I will, learn. That's an honest answer, right. Instead of there's something about him. Plus, it don't hurt that I like that he's a 66-year-old man.
He's
there's something about that 66 number I like.
Oh my God! Yeah. Wow. You put it out there so many times. We know how old you are.
There's something about, and he likes riding motorcycles and he skis, and there's a lot of stuff.
He doesn't play in a band, no.
You better keep me away from him. I'll put a tambourine in his hand.
A little more cowbell.
You better keep me away from him, Jamie. All of a sudden at the press conference, he'll be shaking a tambourine. No,
Larry's band, they need a little more cowbell.
Yeah. Hey, Coach, by the way, I need a cowbell. Would you want to come in and help out?
Sometimes when you fire a guy and you bring in a new guy, you sort of bring in the antithesis to the guy that you got rid of.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle Whittingham, it seems like from his Instagram account, he only follows people from his family. You know what? Thank you, sir. Thank you for being a normal guy. I appreciate it. And a seasoned veteran, too. Not somebody who, coached a couple of games and we were all impressed by the things you did in a couple of games. No, he's got a real track record of winning.
That's a good way of saying it. I like him. I think he's a normal guy.
Yeah, he just seems like a normal guy.
A good coach, solid guy, normal, and he can come solid, come straight at these young men and that kind of thing. And that's what I think I like of him so far that I'm noticing. He seems to be a straight up good guy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I like.
With a track record, I mean, Utah every year is a tough team to play.
Yeah.
They're really tough. Whether they win the conference or not, they're going up against the best teams in their conference, and they're coming out ahead a lot.
And then once again, the way he left there, I thought says a lot about him, too.
No, he left in a good way. I mean,
he left in a good way.
A private equity deal, and then he's like, yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to take off.
Right.
I'm going to take off. And then, and who knows what's in the future. He didn't say, like, I'm done, no more coaching for me. Right. No, I'm leaving, but, let's see. Let's see who comes after me. He was honest. He was totally honest about it.
He comes from a generation of coaches that doesn't really exist anymore, which is guys who have stayed at programs for 20 plus years.
Right.
Yeah, those guys are gone.
Those guys are gone.
Those guys aren't there.
They don't last long enough anymore.
Now wait a minute. This guy lasted four ADs.
Yeah.
But that last one got him. That last one got him.
Well,
he hung on.
One thing I hope he does that I haven't seen yet, I think he's going to have a Detroit presence or a coach on his staff or something that will help him because he did say he wants to recruit Michigan first.
Right.
And, and go out. So I think he's going to need.
He better call Ron Bellamy back and say, hey, I made a mistake because right now Ron Bellamy knows every high school football coach in the state of Michigan.
That's what I'm saying.
You need to.
I thought he kept the guys. You know, I mean, other than that, I mean, Tony Alford's still coming back.
Tony's good. I don't have a problem.
Back,
all I'm saying is there. He may have should have looked a little deeper into some resumes and said, "Ooh, you were a high school coach and you won some championships, huh?"
See, David. Now you're on the point that I've been preaching for so long. Nowadays, please, people in hiring positions with titles, do a little homework, do a little extra work, and dissect some things deeper than just what's on the surface. You know, even as a manager or a person in charge, dig deep on your subordinates. What I mean by that, you might have a heck of a running back coach that happens to be artist that you might be able to utilize his artistry. I mean, just get to know all about your people and dig deeper sometimes. It's everything so topical nowadays and just a hot name. And think about it. He's got to look, man, if he's going to recruit Michigan or Detroit, he better have a Detroiter somewhere heavily in the mix to help bridge that gap, you know?
Right.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's what I look. I like all the things, all the moves he's made. I just think a little bit of Detroit action would be nice. Keeping those coaches in the Detroit metropolitan area, in state. You know, these kids are and
we're putting out quarterbacks left and right.
Right.
So
you see that?
Yeah.
You see that? I see. And one of the quarterbacks is right there, right with him.
Yeah.
Hey, let's hope we get some. You know, I know these guys are gonna stick together. And all these guys here, they are people he can trust. I get it.
Yeah.
Be careful who you bring in that circle. I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying. We're saying the same thing. Hey, a kumbaya moment, man. How about another kumbaya moment?
I mean, it's a big part of it. It's a relationship.
We're starting the new year off correctly.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to say Happy New Year to everybody too, but I haven't talked to anybody, so I don't have to say Happy New Year to them just yet because I ain't taking any phone calls right now. So.
Oh, you will be pretty soon.
I said not yet.
Oh, we're almost there.
I was just saying.
So that's a good. Ron Bellamy will be a good guy to to make sure he had on staff. Or what's the coach down at Cass Tech? I forget his name right now. He'd be a good. He played in the league too. He played in the league for the Vikings.
At Cass right now?
Yeah, Cass Tech's head coach. I
remember the old coach because he was my teammate. So
who was that?
Thomas Wilshire.
Yeah, Wilshire. But current guy
somewhere else. I know who you're talking about.
He played in the league. Anyway, but yeah, I think he has to have a Detroit presence. And Ron, you're right. Ron's a good candidate, good guy, family guy. Been around Detroit athletics for a long time. He's married to my old teammate's daughter, Dexter Bussey's daughter.
Yeah, you remember? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Ron said that's a hard family to be in, boy. It's a hard family to be in. So, I laugh at him all the time about that. I was like, what? He goes,
hey, well, think about it. The two girls, Dexter's two daughters, one's married to him, one's married to Piaka Patuka.
That's what I'm saying. That's a hard family to be in.
I know. And the old man and their father-in-law is an ex-Detroit Lion. Oh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
a lot of
Let me say this though, beautiful family, man.
It's a gorgeous family.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of them. And I laugh when Ron tells me, I always say, Ron, tell me that story again. And he's telling me about Dexter.
Yeah.
Dexter knows how many yards he rushed for.
Dexter and Kay, his wife, man, two beautiful people. You wouldn't want to meet a better couple than Dexter and Kay Bussey, man. Dexter is a class act, but he's also a dad, two daughters. So exactly. I can imagine I can imagine what some of them conversations can be like, But I've known Atia and their daughters since they were babies, and both sweethearts, doing well, and both got great husbands and a great family. I hope he does bring Ron back.
Yeah, I hope so too. We got to go to a break, and we come back. We go on this little thing says you get to make a phone call to us and ask us questions and talk about and whatever you've done. And you know what? What outside of the CFP of college football playoffs, what was the most interesting bowl game you watched?
Come on, we know that.
That is the question of the day.
Okay.
What is the most interesting bowl game that you watched? I didn't say college football playoff game. I said bowl game. Okay?
All right.
I heard there was one that Notre Dame was supposed to play in.
I'm just saying.
They did not.
Anyway,
look at you.
Loser behavior. That's all.
That's what happens. We ain't doing it. It ain't enough
They're not
money.
losers. They're just exhibiting the behavior.
We ain't doing it.
We're
not
elite.
enough money.
We don't play in those B bowls.
No,
okay.
we ain't playing them B bowls. We don't play those games no more. That's for the kids.
And that's my homeboy too. That's my homeboy, man, from Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah, he embarrassing.
Not it. Not it.
You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050. You can call now. 734-998-1050.
Clear on radio. Yes, give us a call. Why was the Pop-Tart Bowl the best bowl? And why are you wrong if you say something else? Look at that. There's Philly E. Okay.
I told you, man. Philly E said, I'm here, Jamie. I'm here.
Philly's hot. He's ready.
I'm coming in hot. I'm coming in hot, dude. Is there a Monday night game tonight?
I don't think so. No.
No?
No, that's
All
it.
done?
That's it.
Really?
Everything's been decided. Yeah. Last week, there's no Monday night.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's one next Monday. That's when.
Next Monday there's a game, the playoff game on next Monday.
What's one? I think is that Steelers Texans.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah.
Bobby Wagner. Did Bobby Wagner retire?
I'm not sure. I didn't hear that.
Where is he at he's at the Commanders, right?
Right. I thought I saw that just minutes ago, but let me turn my phone off. Then I'll know. Let me turn my phone off.
And I didn't realize the other day, when they were talking about the 49ers and Trent Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 Pro Bowls.
Yep. He's pretty good. Every year he finishes the season.
I knew he was good. But when they said it on the air, I said, wait a minute. That dude's been to 12 Pro Bowls?
Well.
How many seasons has he played? Let me see. He's born in 88, so it's got to be almost all of them. He's played 15 years, so 12 out of the 15 are Pro Bowls.
Jesus.
The only years he didn't make the Pro Bowl. He didn't make the Pro Bowl in 2024. He only played 10 games. He didn't make the Pro Bowl his first 2 seasons. Other than that, he's been a Pro Bowl 12 times. He's been AP first team 3 times.
Wow.
Well, AP second 2015. But
and when they said that, I said, has there ever been a 12-time Pro Bowler?
Oh, there gotta be. I don't know who's been to the most though. Actually,
Jackie Slater, maybe. Anthony Munoz, maybe.
Do you know how many Pro Bowls Matthew Stafford has?
How many?
2.
Is that all?
He'll have this one this year.
Yep. He'll be 3-time Pro Bowl.
Right.
Actually, do you know who the leader in NFL Pro Bowl selections has 15? Can you guess who it is?
Tom Brady.
It is indeed Tom Brady. And then
did you not think I would know that?
And then there are 4 guys tied at number 2. Can you name the guys tied at number 2? There are
Lawrence Taylor.
There's 4 of them. Nope, not Lawrence Taylor. Nope.
What's his name? Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning is one of them.
Thank you.
Montana
is not one of them.
Peyton, Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis is not one of them either. Well, let's see. We have a defensive tackle. We have a defensive. Nope. There's actually.
What's the name from the what's the name from the Rams? D tackle Donald. Aaron Donald.
Or Aaron Donald. Nope,
Aaron
not him.
No.
Nope. I'll get
Reggie White.
One of them played until he was 40. He was was that a defensive player? Yep. He was I believe, defensive end. Hall of Famer for sure, obviously, but all Hall of Famers.
So was he an Eagle?
He was Houston for a long time, and then he played for the for the Tennessee. So he was
Oiler. He was a Houston Oiler.
Yep, and Tennessee Titans.
And Tennessee Titans.
Bethea.
Nope.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, there's a shark named after him.
Shark.
Bruce Matthews.
Bruce Matthews. Okay.
Oh yeah, Bruce.
Give me one sec.
Wait,
hey, what's up, Hadley?
There's a Bruce shark or a Matthews shark?
I'll talk to you here in a minute, okay?
he said he named him after.
What shark was named? There ain't no shark named Bruce or Matthews.
Bruce Matthews. He was Bruce from Finding Nemo.
Oh,
he don't know that.
I don't know about damn Nemo.
The nephews and grandsons. Come on now.
Oh man,
I'm just saying, man. I had to give you a hint somehow.
I'm thinking Jaws or something.
His day.
Hey, there's 2 other guys. One of them played in the 60s until the 70s. Also a Ram, and then there's a tight end.
Jack Youngblood.
Nope.
Merlin Olsen.
He shares a name with the Wizard.
Merlin Olsen.
Yes, Merlin
Olsen.
Yes, and then there's one other guy, and he was a tight end.
Gonzalez.
Cowboy tight end?
Nope.
Gonzalez.
Tony Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
All 4 of those guys are tied for second. 14 Pro Bowls.
Wow.
Trent Williams is tied for 9th.
Trent Williams
tied for 9th. So if he plays next year and makes a Pro Bowl, he'll be tied with Jerry Rice, Reggie White, and Drew Brees.
I was just thinking when they said 12, I said, how many other guys went to 12 Pro Bowls?
It's not a lot. There's there's a bunch of guys tied for 9th with 12. I mean, Champ Bailey, Ken Houston, Ray Lewis, Randall McDaniel, Jim Otto, Will Shields, and Junior Seau. They're all tied at 9th with 12. But there's only 8 other guys that have played more than 12 in the history of the NFL. So it's a lot.
Wow. That's a
anyway,
lot.
we're going back on radio here in just a moment. Stand by.
Can't you see?
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, Eric Black on the other side of the glass, hitting those 1s and 2s. And you got the big sweet himself, Larry Lee on the West Coast. Just want to cry.
Cal, there's another California song. The Mamas and the Papas. Philly E or one of them guys will know this one. All the leaves are brown, and the skies are gray. California dreaming. All right.
Anyway, 734-998-1050, 734-998-1050. All right, Philly E, you want to be number 1, you better bring some.
Bring some. Yeah, there you go.
First question, Mamas and the Papas is I got to ask Big Sweet, is he more into Michelle Phillips or was it Mama Cass?
Oh, wow.
Mama Cass, man. Mama Cass. Big Mama. Mama Cass.
Okay. Well, she definitely had the better voice. I don't know if she was all that attractive though. But anyway.
Wow.
I didn't say, you didn't say attractive.
I'm just gonna ask this, Philly E.
Yeah.
In that day, knowing in that day, they weren't always, I mean, everybody was on free love and drugs and everything like that. So who saw what?
Yeah, well, I'll say this. Apparently, her house in Laurel Canyon was supposed to be the hangout for all of them.
Right.
Mama Cass, her joint was like the hub for all of them rockers back in the day.
Look at Philly, you're on top of it, my man. You know it.
She had it going on in that respect. And no, she didn't. I was always led to believe that she choked on a ham sandwich. That's how she died. But that's urban legend. Anyway,
urban legend. Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of TV, I and entertainment, I had to say, when I watched the press conference, I really thought that what I like about Coach Witt, he's kind of like the Robert Conrad type. Like, I was expecting him to take out an Eveready battery, put it on his shoulder, and say, "Come on, I dare you." He's kind of got that about him. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
He's kind of got that tough. So what do we like about him? I'll tell you what. He's a lot like Jim, but instead of being a quarterback, he was a defensive guy. He's a lot like Jim without the drama and the quirkiness that he brought. Toughness, physicality, trenches, run game, defense. These are all things that were hallmarks of Jim and his regime, and he's everything that Sharon was supposed to be. These were all the things that Sharon was supposed to be, and clearly that didn't materialize. So. Not to be confused. When I look, well, never mind. I'll get to that later. But
wow.
Anyway, you see the point that I'm going to. Now, in terms of college football, I absolutely loved what Miami did. This is the second time Blackbeard got punched in the mouth, and it's the second time he succumbed to somebody that punched back. So he's 0-2 against the really good teams, Indiana and Miami. Their OL got whipped up front. It was checkmate from them. They couldn't run the ball. They couldn't protect. And you really can't utilize the receivers, because of those ends. And I got to say, I said to my friend before the game, I said, it would be great. The football gods actually owe the U a game against, of all teams, Ohio State, because we all know that wasn't pass interference. And we all know that thing came in from the rafters 5 minutes after the game ended, all of a sudden.
Like an NBA
hold
ref.
the phone. Wait, the game's not over? Come on, that was bogus as hell. We all know it. And Ohio State has been a different program ever since that day in January of 2003. So that's one thing. Number two, I also remember another haunting loss that they had. They got absolutely embarrassed by a team that they should have beaten because they were the most complete team, but they ran into a historic defense with, does this sound familiar? Two really good ends named Copeland and Curry, right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, we found out what that defense was after they cemented a national championship, and we found out about Sam Shade, Antonio London, Antonio Langham. And, of course, the play of the frickin' decade was made of a guy named George Teague on Lamar Thomas. So they took that blueprint from which they lost all the way back in 92, and they are pretty much a lot like that Alabama team with these dynamite ends that are dominating the trenches. In terms of all the names that I just named from Alabama, it is yet to be seen whether these kids become names like Sam Shade and George Teague and Antonio London. That remains to be seen. They're going to have to win a national championship to do that. But the Jay Barker role, who was a calamity in cleats, but he did manage the game, is now being performed by Carson Beck, who at one time was going to be the number one pick overall if he lived up to everybody's promise when he was at Georgia. So no stage is going to be too big for this kid. However, I got to say, he's got to play that management role, because when you tell him to throw the ball 35, 40 times, he seems to throw it to the other team.
Yep.
And if you stop and think about it, in their two losses, he's thrown it 35, 40 times in their 2 losses to SMU and Louisville. So I'm going to tell you right now, if Miami can run the ball and play to their defense like they've been doing lately, and they keep their pass attempts under 30 attempts, I have a feeling they're going to win a national championship. I really do. Now, I love what he said, Big Sweet. I love what you said about Cignetti. It's the greatest, and I argued with people on New Year's Day. This is the greatest story in the history of college football. This is the best coaching job ever. Now, you already dropped the name Snyder. That used to be, in my mind, one of them. Coach McCartney taking over that 1-11 team out in Colorado. That's a great job. And we know what those guys did. One at Florida State and the other one at Miami, unlocking the talent pool in the state of Florida and building Florida State and Miami. I mean, these are all great. And even to a certain degree, Paterno in the late 60s and early 70s when they were pretty much a nobody. And that's why they didn't get even a sniff of a national championship because of 3 undefeated seasons. Nobody respected Eastern Independence in those days. But nonetheless, it was a great job. But this trumps all. This absolutely trumps all.
I agree.
So people really need to wake up and smell the coffee with this freaking football team. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to that game. Sweet, you brought up a point about Andy Reid, and I got to say, Andy Reid, absolutely, it was probably time to leave, but he did become a better coach when he went to he learned some things.
Yeah.
People don't realize, and I've said this on the radio before, he absolutely overcoached Donovan McNabb. He was an athletic kid at 215 pounds, and if he gave him a little more free reign to do things accustomed to his skill set, instead of having him beef up to 260 pounds while he's puking in the huddle during a Super Bowl in the last 2 minutes because he was way overweight. But they pigeonholed him into becoming a pocket passer. And I have a feeling if Donovan McNabb came up today, and obviously the schemes today are probably more well-suited to what he was like coming out of Syracuse at 215. But I think if you stop and think about it, Mahomes has the free reign to do all these things, ad-lib, in and out of the pocket, and do all that crazy stuff. And I have a feeling the Andy Reid of the 1990s would not allow a Mahomes to do that. And that's what makes Mahomes up. Now, granted, when you're comparing arm talent, you cannot compare the two. Donovan McNabb, decent arm. He doesn't have the arm talent of a Mahomes. But in terms of all that athleticism, he absolutely overcoached that kid, and he pigeonholed him. And I really think that if he came around today, he probably would have a better career. That being said, I have to push back on one thing, boys.
What's that?
I wouldn't want this guy representing me. I think Cam Newton is an absolute joke. He says things that make absolutely no sense at all. There's so many people rolling their eyes, and I don't respect a whole lot of people on that station, but he says so many stupid things, even they got to roll their eyes. It makes no sense. Even when he makes a point, he kind of contradicts what he said 10 minutes before that. I'm not a fan of him, and I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want him representing me. There's a lot smarter guys out there than him.
All right.
Certainly, listen, I know he's the only quarterback. Matter of fact, what happened to our boy, the Heisman Trophy, Houston? Well, whatever happened to him? He was a really good analyst. What happened to him?
Oh, RG3?
No, from Houston. He was a Heisman Trophy winner.
Oh, Andre Ware.
Yeah, whatever happened. He was a really good analyst. Now, you want him to represent you, not this buffoon.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, Phil, you got to listen to what Cam says. I mean, he gives an abstract point of view sometimes, but on the other hand, sometimes he makes a lot of sense to me.
He's very non-factual. In fact, I'll throw this quote out. I remember Mickey Mantle quote. He had a quote. Now, granted, he wasn't exactly a future problem solver.
Right.
Let's face it. Mickey's his thing was baseball, booze, and broads. That's all he knew, right? But he does have one quote that makes a lot of sense. And I remember saying that he was amazed by people that spent their whole lives playing a sport, yet knew little about that sport. And that absolutely sums up Cam Newton. He has.
I think that sums up. I think that sums up a lot of these former players that become coaches and general managers and everything else. Just because you were a great player don't mean you're going to be a good coach or a good executive. Like this new move with Matt Ryan in Atlanta and with Troy Aikman being on the search committee for the Dolphins. And okay, that's fine and dandy. So I agree with you on that point. And then when you brought up Antonio London, we drafted Antonio at the Lions, and that was my guy. We had a nickname for him. I can't remember, but we loved the way he played at Alabama, and he still sticks around, and I hear from him every now and then. And I'm surprised you brought up Antonio London. What a great guy. What a great
player. It's a historic defense.
Was it Stick?
Historic defense. Listen,
it
wasn't supposed to be a great game because Alabama really didn't have a whole lot on offense. Certainly not what Miami had on offense.
Right,
Defenses were very comparable. You got to remember, Miami had dudes on defense too, but they just looked like the much more complete team, and they had the Heisman Trophy winner at quarterback. So to me, it looked like Miami's going to pull away in this game when you looked at that matchup, but they beat the crap out of them. That defense and Miami has a chance to kind of go on that same run. I mean, dude, people don't realize they went to Kyle Field and literally shut that team down. Mm-hmm. Then you turn around and beat Blackbeard's ass.
Yep. Hey, Philly, they haven't trailed for a single second against Notre Dame, Texas A&M, and Ohio State. They're big three matchups. They've never trailed this season.
Yeah, and I got to throw this in there. Last night's game was absolutely incredible. And it's amazing to me that one guy misses a field goal, whether he misses or makes it. Coaching jobs are hanging in the balance, and both of those coaches are really good. Neither team has the roster to win a Super Bowl. Stop looking at the coaches. Look at management. Neither team has a Super Bowl worthy roster. It's on management. Knock it the hell off. But here's what kills me. I knew he was going to miss the kick. You know why? It's the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers. They are a charm franchise.
Wait a minute. What does that mean?
No, it was the priest in the holy water.
I would have made the kick. That's number one. Number two, here goes back to Gary Anderson. We all know what he did as a Minnesota Viking. That 98 team.
Oh my God! I knew it was going to be. I knew it was going to be the Minnesota Vikings.
You know what he
had
did?
Something to do with the Vikings. Yes, I get it.
You know what he did? He kicked a 50-yard field goal in a playoff game for Bubby Brister to beat Warren Moon. Bubby Brister, 50 yards. He can't even make a 39-yard field goal. Give me a freaking break.
Philly it was the priest and the holy water in the end zone. That's what it was.
Yep.
Oh,
that's right.
I don't know about that.
Exercise the demons.
Jamie, or everybody there. Neither of those teams have the roster to win a Super Bowl.
Nobody should be getting fired. It would have been a great win. One win would have been good. I mean, that's what would you get.
I'm just saying nobody should be getting fired over this. Nobody.
So you wait a minute. So you don't think these coaches have run their
course?
Their course?
Yeah.
With these teams?
They don't have the right. Listen, the Ravens defense has not been the Ravens defense for how many years now? That's not a Ravens defense that wins Super Bowls. You got a great quarterback, and they got offensive personnel.
Honestly,
and they've come up small in big spots. But bottom line is, in the last 2 years, that's not the Ravens defense that we've grown accustomed to. That's not, and that's on management.
The only thing,
personnel is
the only thing that
John Harbaugh.
The only thing that would dispute your thoughts there, Philly, is Mike Tomlin's in charge of everything over there. Mike Tomlin's in charge of the talent.
He's involved in everything.
And they failed to get a quarterback this post Ben Roethlisberger era. It's been Kenny Pickett and a bunch of retreads.
Well, you know what they're going to have to do. they're going to have to dump a season to get a guy. That's to get a real quarterback.
They're not. That's not in their constitution. That's just not what they do.
Well,
and I think Harbaugh, really, to me, Harbaugh is the one that has the most, I would say, criticism that's fair because he's had the elite quarterback for.
They won't fire Tomlin. Tomlin would have to leave on his own. They're not going to fire Tomlin.
No,
by no means.
The Steelers have had 3 coaches since the 70s. They're not into the business of firing people like that.
Well, I imagine the New York Giants, if one of these guys gets fired, the Giants will either scoop up a Tomlin or they'll scoop up a John Harbaugh in a nanosecond.
Giants are stuck on the hamster wheel. No.
Everybody run from that job.
Yeah, run from New York.
And I got to say, I felt bad for my boy yesterday. He had to come out of the game yesterday. He played with a broken bone in his hand. And listen, I don't care what anybody says. You can say what you want about J.J. McCarthy. He's too smart. He's too talented, and he's too hardworking. He's going to be a player. You know, I get it. Right now, his issue is he can't stay on the field.
He does the gritty too much. I think that's part of the issue.
About Stafford. I will go all the way back to Phil Simms. In his first 5 years, he couldn't stay on the field. Now, I know this kid's not going to get 5 years.
No, he's not.
He may not get another 5
He may not get next year.
He should get next year.
He probably will.
He's shown enough flashes that if KOC can grow a quarterback,
he hates
as
him.
opposed to just throw him in the deep end, like Caleb is getting the same treatment from Ben. That's what. And if you stop and think about it, this kid in the bad years won at Chicago, won at Detroit, won at Dallas, and he's made enough flash plays for us to say, hey, this kid can play. Now, there's 2 ways of going about it. We all talked about how the Berg used to come in for Elway, right? That was one way to protect the guy. Mm-hmm. Or you could have Mack and Biner run for 1,000 yards to grow a Bernie Kosar. We also saw that as well, too. And the Vikings probably could have done that if they got rid of Aaron Jones and brought in another back to have 2 young running backs. You know, if they put an emphasis on running the football, playing to their defense, which was championship caliber in the last half of the year, I think the Vikings would have had a lot better. They'd be in the playoffs. But they threw that kid in the deep end with poor pass protection, and they lead the league in drops. So guys weren't making plays around him. It was just a bad year. I don't really go by this 5-game winning streak just because the season was kind of already over. I mean, it doesn't hurt, but I guess it really doesn't help either. But he's going to have another year, but they absolutely can't wait till August to find a bum like Wentz. You got to get a decent backup quarterback to help support and grow this kid.
Have you heard how Kevin O'Connell speaks about J.J. McCarthy? He hates this man. Kevin, he hates J.J.
You talk about the Denver and the whole. I played in that game with the Ernest Biner fumble. I was a Bronco on that day, and I'll never forget that one. They had us beat.
Actually, Swede, you can attest
Broncos
to that.
country, let's ride.
That was. You played against an incredible Bernie Kosar that led that comeback, if you remember.
Correct.
But you also played in a game in 1985 when he was a rookie where he was protected by the running game, Mack and Biner, that actually took a 21-3 lead, but Bernie imploded because he was a 22-year-old rookie. Right. He imploded in the last 5 minutes of that game. Had no clue with that clock running down. But my point is, look at the jump he made from 1985 to a couple years later. Listen, it takes a couple years.
Listen, it does. I agree.
Say he sucks.
Well, that's where we go back to the quarterback position is so watered down now that guys who probably wouldn't even be in the league are starters in a lot of these places because the quarterback position is suffering right now in the NFL. That's why the ones that can play, the Mahomes and those kind of things, you can't touch them right now. You can't breathe on them because they need to keep them alive to keep this game going offensively. There's some newcomers coming up, names you never, like the New Orleans quarterback. Where did he come from? The guy that played this weekend.
Louisville.
Tyler Shuck?
Louisville, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Louisville.
Yeah. Well, so, the quarterback position has you need some.
You're bringing
We
back
need to grow some quarterbacks in this country.
You're bringing back Phillip Rivers as he's eligible for the Hall of Fame. I think
exactly. Phillip Rivers.
He needed the insurance.
He needed the insurance.
Yes, he needed the insurance.
You got to grow these guys. That's my point. I mean, everybody was killing Bryce at Carolina 2 years ago. This kid can't play. He's too small. He's this. He's that. Now where is he? Everybody's singing
somewhere
his
in the
praises
bottom
now.
half
It
of starters
takes
still,
time.
but yeah.
What about Flacco still around? You know, they're bringing Flacco back and all that kind of stuff. The quarterback position is horrible in the NFL. Horrible.
And you keep putting those old guys in there. They look even horrible.
Well, let's say it's top heavy. You know, you got like 5 guys who are as good as anybody who's ever played, and then you got a bunch of guys. A bunch of
you guys brought up a great point, and it has a lot to do with who you're drafted by. Listen, I agree. I would stay at Oregon and play for the great Dan Lombardi and make millions of dollars one more year than to go number 1 with the New York Jets.
Nobody wants to go to the Jets.
Philly. What happens next season when the Jets are the number 1 overall pick? Then you got no options. Now all of a sudden you got to play for the Jets. Like, you might as well just come out and make the money now.
Well, but I guess they're going to take my boy Fernando Mania.
Right.
And that poor thing.
That's who they're going to take.
He's going the first pick to the Raiders.
Every first pick is going to a bad situation. That's why they have the first pick. Almost always, unless they traded for it. I mean, they're almost always bad.
Unless you got a dad that can talk you out, talk you out of the team from taking you.
Who's
Eli Manning?
Anybody know Mendoza's dad? Does he have sway like that? Or
no? He wants. Wait a minute. He wants his son to play for
Las Vegas.
Be the number 1.
Sure, why not? Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm just saying
for
Dylan
Moore
or Dante Moore.
Sam Darnold, he got drafted by the Jets, and he was a quote unquote bust.
Hey, but you know what's nice about getting drafted by the Jets is the next team that you play for, you're gonna be awesome.
You're probably gonna be good.
Yeah,
but again, like. You're you're in a bad organization, and you're learning the game from scratch. It's a recipe for failure.
But that's who gets that's the teams that are picking at 1 and 2. It's going to be the same problem next year, Philly.
You bring up a great point, Philly. At the monies that these guys are making now, hang around one more year, make another $1 million in college.
Run from the grind, I guess. Sure.
Sure.
Run from the grind.
I'll tell you one thing, though, about our kids, and then I'll go. Listen, because they brought in Coach Witt, and everything that he is trying to institute is what we've pretty much have recruited towards for the past how many years. I don't understand our kids actually wanting to leave unless they're going in the portal to get paid. And if they are going to get paid, it better be coming from Michigan people, because we got about 3 guys in the portal that earned their right to get paid as a Michigan Wolverine. So if that's their ploy, then that's fine. I get it. You're a starter. You had your growing pains. Whether we're talking about the 2 offensive linemen or whether we're talking about Cole Sullivan, listen, they've earned the right to get paid. And you're probably better off getting these 3 kids that are in the portal as opposed to somebody else's kids, and then besides, I'd rather give my money to somebody that's already pretty much drew blood, sweat, and tears for the University of Michigan, not somebody that, that came from another conference or another school. Okay. Anyway, boys, shall talk to y'all. I thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Talk to y'all tomorrow.
Yeah. Goodbye.
All right. Sorry. All right.
Adley, hold on. We'll get you on the other side. You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050.
All right, we're clear on radio. Man, I can tell, man, Philly, he'd be listening to every moment of this show, man. He had a lot of he's like, and another thing. You said this in segment 1. I'm like, damn, you still remember that.
Philly E is knowledgeable. He's a thinker.
Oh yeah. You'd be thinking. Yeah. Although, man, it's a little different now. It's like I could see why anybody transfers at any given moment, man. I don't know. It's like all the coaches that recruited you are gone.
Right.
I don't know. That's who you had the relationship with.
Right.
Like, yeah, I get it.
But it's not a relationship anymore. Now it's just money.
Yeah, sure. Well, if that's my relationship, then
Does anybody around Michigan still talk to Jerry Hanlon or is he still?
What you want Jerry Hanlon's number?
He's still. I think I got it. He's still with us.
Yeah.
This.
Okay.
That's my man, man.
Yeah,
I would love to call him and say hello.
Okay. Yeah.
I gotta edit that one word out of that last.
I think
About
I got
what?
So we be hitting the dump button around here sometimes. It's all right. I got it. We're not getting fined. We are not getting fined, fellas. I am on it.
I wasn't worried about.
You know what the funny thing is?
I let a word slip earlier.
Yeah, it's all right. You know what the thing is? As long as it doesn't go out on the radio waves, it's fine. Even if I leave it in the podcast, we're not in trouble. But I still like to edit it out anyway. I'm a classy guy.
Was that Miz in there?
Yeah. He's women's basketball is at 6:15.
Oh,
yeah, in
wow.
WTK, but then he's got to load stuff for W4.
Oh,
yeah, he's big.
Women's basketball, BJ.
Well, we're the flagship station. I don't know if you know that, but
oh my God,
we are the flagship station for W4.
I know.
They took a tough loss the other day to Washington.
Yes.
Did you see that Oregon game?
Yeah.
Oh my God, the end of that game was a heart attack.
I thought they were. Hey.
How did Oregon not get a shot off at the end of regulation or at the end of that first overtime? I think it was first overtime. That was crazy. And Michigan couldn't buy a free throw if they wanted it. That was crazy. They were like 9 of 26 from the free throw line. Here's we've hit our mid-season slump. We take your calls. Gonna take more of your calls. Let's see, what do we got left? We'll have about 24 minutes. We should give at least 23 of them to Hadley. See what he's got.
I don't
see what he's
think
got.
Hadley's got that kind of gas.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure either, but you know what? We're about to find out.
I don't think Hadley's got that kind of gas.
I'll challenge him. Hey, did you guys see that Caden Curry from Ohio State, after losing to Miami, said if we played that game 10 times, we know what the outcomes of the other 9 would be? Well, isn't that nice?
Really?
Yeah. No, I'd like to give a shout out to Miami's hypothetical losses, Oh, if they played right now, Notre Dame would be favored. Oh, that's nice. What did they do when they actually played? Oh, they lost. Oh, okay, cool. Hypothetically, they would have won, though. Congratulations. You won that hypothetical game. We know what the other 9 would be. Shut up. Just stop. What kind of loser behavior is that?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he also recorded a hypothetical sack, too. Good for him.
Another one.
You know that Draymond Green, I know we don't talk NBA, but Draymond Green, the last 7 games, in 6 of them, he's been ejected from the game.
Yeah, I know. That's why
there was a DNP in there and then 6 ejections. I'm like, how does that even work? How do you do that?
Yeah, how does he even continue to play?
I think it's like he might get fouled out. That's an ejection, right? I think if you get disqualified, that technically if he fouls out.
Yeah.
Also, he doesn't play when Curry doesn't play. When it's Draymond, when it's Curry out with ankle, it's Draymond out with Curry ankle. That's why he's not playing. My man shoot like he got a backpack on at all times. Like he at the airport like I was yesterday. Boy, let me tell you what. They were trying everything they could to make sure I didn't get on that flight. They oversold that plane by 35.
Wow.
Phew, boy, I was up against it. I got home, though. I was getting home. Anyway, we're about to go live on radio. Just stand by just a moment.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, my man Eric on the other side of the glass, Eric Black. And you got that would be the man
Fred Johnson.
Fred Johnson.
No, I don't know.
Harry Lee. I don't know why he's trying to say Fred Johnson. Okay, let's introduce Fred Johnson to hey, Hadley. Say hi.
Hi, Fred. How the
Hey,
hell
Hadley. What's going on? Happy New Year.
I don't know where the Fred Johnson reference came from, but
I don't
was he a
either. I
football
just
player,
said
I
that.
assume? Oh, did he play football?
I don't know. That's just the name that came. That's
there's
it.
offensive
When
tackle,
Jamie was stumbling with the name, I just threw out a name.
Fred Johnson is actually an offensive tackle for the Philadelphia Eagles right now.
there you
Oh,
go.
okay. All right, there you go.
He's from Royal Palm Beach Community High School.
Oh, okay. All
Well,
right.
Jamie, we of course all know that you've been gone for the last 2 weeks and everything, but my God, and I'm just making a point. I'm not knocking anything, but I thought, wait a minute, we got a whole week here to talk to you.
What do you
I'm
mean?
going by Philly E's 30-minute conversation there.
Oh,
with you.
sure, yeah.
Well, Philly, he had a lot to say.
He's got that gas, bro.
I
know.
He filled it up.
He'd be listening to
wow.
the whole show.
I know, but he's got all week to fill it up too.
I
So
mean, yeah,
And
he
then you're gonna have
he
to-
may bring more.
You're gonna have to
Hadley.
take it up with him, man. I don't
well,
know.
of course he'll bring more.
Talk to y'all tomorrow. Go blue.
Philly's got to write a book, The History of NFL Football by Philly E, or How I Know Every Damn Player in the NFL from the 60s
He
on.
remembers stuff that I would never dream of remembering, even from stuff I watched with my own eyes.
I know. He brings up points about this or that, and I'm going, how did you know that?
I like Philly because he brings up some good old stats and stuff, old names and stats.
He'd be reading them on encyclopedias.
He does.
I mean, you've been playing ball for a long time there, Mr. Lee. I would think you could bring a lot of facts and interesting things to our conversation.
Yeah,
I do. I try to. I try to be insightful.
All right, Larry, let me put you a little bit on the spot. What's the earliest moment you remember when you started playing pro football? What's the earliest memory you remember, whether good or bad?
When I started playing pro football,
was it good or bad?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, any memory about college football that when you first started that was good as bad? What's the earliest memory you remember?
Now.
Oh, you said college football. Okay, I got the first. I had a bad experience. My very first start in college football, we played the University of Washington.
Okay,
and they were pretty good at the time. They had a middle linebacker named Michael Jackson. And it was late in the game. We were going for fourth. We were going for not for fourth down, but we had to get a first down. And my job, Jamie will tell you, I had to block down on the nose tackle. But then when you block down on the nose tackle, linebackers are taught to come up right now. So I blocked down on the nose tackle and stayed too long, and Michael Jackson came right up the middle and got by me and tackled Theodis Brown, our running back, in the backfield. So I blew that. I blew it, and I was a freshman starting varsity, and I blew it, and that was my worst, my first start in college football, and that was my story. But we ended up pulling the game out and winning the game. But that's something I'll never forget. And 2 years ago, my brother-in-law played at University of Washington long after that, but they were in the Rose Bowl a few years ago. So we went to the Rose Bowl party with my brother-in-law, and I saw Michael Jackson, and I reminded him of that play, and he said, "Yeah, I got you on that one, Larry." And we laughed and joked about it now, but that was my worst college first memory.
That wasn't the famous Michael Jackson.
No. Look him up. It was Michael Jackson, linebacker for University of Washington.
He said a lot
more.
more.
He sings that in one of his songs, Jamie. That's why I did that.
I got you, bro. Hey, whatever you need.
Yeah, I love the old school there too, Larry. California Dreaming, Mamas and Papas, 1965. What a great
There you
song.
go, man. That's good stuff, man. All the leaves are brown, and the skies are green. Yeah, there you go.
Now you got that man singing again.
California dreaming on a
Sing
winter
it. Come on, everybody, join in.
All right, real quick, while I got you here, Larry, you survived the rain, I guess, huh? And did you go to the parade or the bowl game?
I did not go, but you know what's funny? Rain out here is not what they don't know what rain is. When it rains out here, it's like they go crazy, and to us and back in Michigan, it would be a sprinkle, all day long. But out here, a sprinkle, and it might go on for a few hours. There's a rain and there's mudslides and da 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 da. So the rain was not that bad, but to Californians, yes, it's bad. It was bad, but it really wasn't.
Oh, but you didn't go to any bowl games or to the parade or nothing, huh?
No, I did not this year. I've gone in the past to like I said, when the University of Washington was in the Rose Bowl, I went to the Rose Bowl banquet and party, and when Ohio State makes it out here, my brother knows some guys, and they have a big Ohio State party every year at the Rose Bowl. But no, I didn't go. I didn't go.
Do you know the latest with UCLA moving to SoFi Stadium? Is there anything further on?
We're getting sued to stay at the Rose Bowl.
Okay.
Oh boy. So what do you think is going to happen with that?
They're going to stay at the Rose Bowl.
They ain't going nowhere.
Well, hey, you know what? I would
try though. They're going to try.
I would love for them to go to SoFi.
Yeah, I bet. It's a brand new stadium.
We're going to be at the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, for the time being.
Well, guys, let me just fill in. It was great. I think Michigan did the right thing. I think it's a good thing they didn't wait for DeBorg, because I just don't think he would have been the right fit. This guy is the right fit. I don't care about his age. I just care about his attitude, how he cares about starting all over, more or less. He was ready to step away from the game, and he said, "No, I've got more energy. I'm going to come."
And what would be wrong with his age?
What gave you the indication that he was willing to step away?
He was going to retire.
He did quit his
It
job.
sounded like he wasn't retiring. He was just moving to another job if he could find one, right? So I don't think he was in.
Retired.
I don't think that's the correct word or words that.
I'm not sure he ever formally said, "I'm retiring."
You know what? Let me bring on one of my friends and we get him going. What do you think about this new move for the coach, Fred?
I'm pretty sure that he hit the transfer portal like every 4,000 kids that decide to hit it up to today. And I'm pretty sure that number jumped up even more so.
I was wondering who Jamie was throwing it to. I was like, this friend. I'm like, I still don't know who it is.
Mysterious voice.
I still don't know who it is.
Mysterious voice of the unknown.
The man behind the microphone. I don't know.
Anybody know who that is?
Anybody got some red shoes?
The Miz Man.
Exactly.
Miz Man?
Oh, it's Miz?
Miz
here.
Miz is here. Where?
Like
in the room.
like
Turn
a-
around. Look in the room.
He
Whoa!
knows that. I'm not setting up a
Whoa,
computer.
theater of the mind here, fellas.
I'm not using.
Miz Man.
I'm not using a computer. Well,
No,
there's no point in the
No
last 15 minutes of the show to try to set up a computer.
No
and do
one,
it.
I mean, you could have came earlier. You could have came.
No.
I could have.
No, he could have, but
could have.
why?
Come on. No.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Come on.
Come on, man. You know your boy E. Boogie's got.
And Jamie, my bowl game, it definitely has to be the Ohio State game. It was so fun to watch that game and watch their ass being whipped all over the place. And
How are things in
Non-CFP
Columbus?
though.
Everything going well? Can you go to the grocery store?
Did
I
Michael
was-
Irvin become the new mayor of
Oh
Columbus?
my God!
Well, they got the
Michael
Columbus
Irvin is
crew
the
down
new
in
mayor
Miami,
of
so
Cocaine
yes.
Land.
I was going to
Yes.
say there was an
They got the
increased amount
Columbus
of
crew.
snow that came through
My
when he was
God.
there.
Oh, it got all icy. Ooh,
Very snowy.
so icy.
Hurt my nose, coach.
Oh,
Well, the city is still around and still living down on campus. I really don't know. I'm sure they burnt a lot of couches and were very pissed.
Wait a minute. They burn couches
I was
too?
going to say that's a Michigan
Man, they're an
State thing.
unruly
State
bunch.
thing.
They're an unruly bunch. I don't know.
That's a state
Yeah,
thing.
Hey,
that's
I heard when I went down to the Citrus Bowl, I talked to a fan of Michigan, but I also talked to a Texas fan. And this guy was like, yeah, man, Florida and Ohio State fans are the worst. And I was like, you know what, man? I tend to agree. Those
Wow.
Ohio State guys, not great. And this is coming from somebody who had no reason to be like, oh, yeah, Ohio State, like I'm a Michigan guy. No, this is the Texas guy telling me Ohio State ones, they're throwing stuff at me. And I'm like, yeah, they're kind of mean. They're kind of nasty.
That's why you stay north of you just stay north of that border.
That's right.
Always
Mhm.
stay north.
That's right. We let them plant their flag on our field. We didn't even get that mad.
Don't go down the Broad Street.
We should have.
There's no law against it in Michigan, just in Ohio.
Well, then we got to make it a law.
So no, we
we're-
don't.
We don't need
we don't.
we don't need that stuff. Listen, we took it on the
No,
chin.
I know.
We took it on the chin.
Hold on.
I know.
I gotta hit you with it.
You hit me
I'm
with
soft.
it.
Not you. I'm hitting Hadley with this one.
Yeah, we don't need no softness.
No.
We're not 10-ply, bud.
Wow.
No Charmin soft.
Nope.
No Charmin soft here, bro.
Jamie, just real quick, I want to ask you, the day that Winningham, before that day, Friday, before he got hired, as you know, I text you and I said, hey, I've been hearing this and this and this and this. And of course, you didn't say anything, or you couldn't, or whatever. But did you know when I texted you that morning, it was on 11 noon time, and it wasn't until later in the day. Did you have a good idea that day that Winningham was going to be our coach?
Yes, Haley, I'll be honest with you. Yes.
So you had already heard the inside scoop.
I don't know if it was inside. I did. Yeah,
Jamie's second house is Schembechler Hall. What do you think?
That's true.
Second house.
Talking to the mayor of Ann Arbor.
Yeah, and Jamie, when you go to Schembechler Hall, do you go to the statue and salute Bo?
Okay.
Wow. What,
Come on,
what,
man.
I don't have to salute him. No. I can say, what up,
You know
Bo?
what I mean?
I
took
say,
a
what
phone
up,
call.
Bo?
What
I
are
give
we
him the
doing?
peace. I'm like, what up, Bo?
It's like, what up, dog? How you doing, coach?
What up, Bo?
Been a minute.
What up, Bo?
What kind of cookies do
When
you like?
Harbaugh was the coach, he did that every day. He went to Schembechler. He would go there.
Yeah, well,
talk
he's
to
a weird
talk
guy.
to Bo, and
You don't notice that? Jim Harbaugh, kind of a weird guy. He's climbing trees.
Yeah.
He's drinking all that milk.
He did
You know,
climb some trees.
Who's got it better than him?
What is that?
playing shirts and skins. I prefer to play skins most of the time. You know, it's fun.
He needs some milk.
Vitamin D. You know, that's what I'm all
He
about.
did need some milk. didn't
Oh
he?
man,
He
yeah.
loved milk.
Yeah, he loves that milk.
Whole milk, not
he
skim milk.
doesn't
It's gotta
like
be whole
chicken, though.
He needs some milk.
That's a scared bird right there.
milk. Yeah, I mean, occasionally you can have a bird.
Yeah.
You know, chicken's pretty good to eat.
I wonder if he's raising chickens in
Those chickens now.
Yeah,
He said
that's what I said.
He said they're not. They're
So,
not
as long as they're not,
nervous.
as long
He
as they're
took it
not
back,
nervous
yeah.
or jive, I think we're okay. Don't respect jive turkey. Jive turkeys.
Whoa, Skip.
Don't respect jive turkeys.
Watch out, Skip.
All right, boys. I guess this has been a long enough conversation. Me and Philly took up the whole show.
Talk to you all
Yeah.
tomorrow. Go blue.
Welcome back to the first show of 2026,
Hey,
right?
You want to take some more calls, Jamie? We got.
Welcome to the Philly E Show.
Oh my goodness, man! Talk to you all tomorrow. Go blue.
That's how he hangs up like that, or he gets mad. He get really mad.
Yeah, I
Send
sometimes
me a text message.
Yeah.
It send me a text message with a one of those little boxes you got to hit, and then he talks in it. Well, Jamie,
the
you
voice,
guys
the
did
voice
it
stuff.
again. You made me embarrassed, and blah blah blah. I'm like,
Unforgivable.
what? What are we doing?
What did I do?
You wait. I'll send you the
Unforgivable.
box he sends me.
I believe it.
You guys did it again.
I believe it.
You embarrassed me. You made me feel small.
There's
and,
I'm like, there's a reason why I don't give my phone numbers out to many people. I'm just like, listen, I'm asleep most of the time. Leave me be.
Philly E will say, what will Philly E will say, hey, dog, that was a good talk today. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the time, too. It was great. I feel like Larry and I are getting along well now.
Wow, that's great. Their chemistry is off the charts.
It's just going to turn into, hey, when can I get on payroll?
Right.
Right.
I don't know. I was hoping someone could tell me how I can get on payroll.
No.
Oh, thank you, Liam. Thank you. Bet you're wondering why I'm here, Jamie.
I want to know why you're here.
Michigan women's basketball is on tonight.
No, that's what Eric said. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
At 6:15.
Yeah,
6:15 pregame, 6:30 tip-off, back home at Chrysler.
What the heck happened? Washington.
The Washington game.
Yeah.
They couldn't hit a bucket to start the game off. I'm going to tell you right now, even though they were unranked in that game, Washington and Oregon, both of them, they are great programs over there.
Really?
Both Oregon and Washington, great teams. The issue with the Oregon game, they couldn't hit a charity stripe shot.
Not a single one.
Really?
They were like 10
under
of 27.
They were under.
What?
Yeah, they were under 30%.
Wow.
They missed. Not gonna lie, Jamie. They missed more than 10 free throws in just the overtime
Was it
period.
just, was
just
this
overtime.
just a layover? Something.
I think a lot of that is the case with that one. Is that when you have those West Coast trips.
Yeah.
Last year was different because USC and UCLA were the top dogs of the conference.
Yeah. And they knew they were playing big time teams.
Exactly. When you got Juju Watkins, who was out for the season, recovering from the torn ACL from the NCAA tournament this past year, but going down there last Christmas season, that was just like murder's row to go.
Right.
It was tough to get through. But this year, Oregon's a good team. They're an under the radar team. I see them being a tournament team. Washington, I can't remember her name offhand, but she was Silas Sort's teammate for Team Canada.
Oh, really?
She is a baller.
Really?
She is a dog.
So we should have got them all.
It would
have worked.
It would have been nice,
right?
But you can't get everybody.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll tell you what, though, she is a dog, and she took over in that game.
Wow.
Michigan had some struggles in the first half. They were down by double digits, which was the largest of the season. They clawed back in the fourth quarter, but I just think it's not so much jet lag, but just they spent the entire week out on the West Coast. I think they left here the Saturday after Christmas to get out to Eugene to kind of get accommodated to the time change. But
was it Avery Howell?
That's it. Avery Howell. Okay. Yeah, Avery Howell, just a dog for the Huskies. But
22 and 16.
Yeah, she had
some business.
She had the double, I believe, by half. And then she slowed up in the second half. But Oregon, they also dealt with foul shot troubles. If you combine both teams' free throw percentage, they barely shot 50% from the charity stripe. That's just it was bad news all around. Michigan had a sizable lead against Oregon. It dwindled away. Oregon had a short lead for a bit. Michigan clawed back. They took them to overtime, battled back and forth there.
That was incredible. That first overtime where they didn't get a shot off in the last, they had 4 seconds, came out of a timeout, and Oregon just was like, no shot.
They couldn't do anything. That's the one thing is that KBA and the squad, they've got a stifling defense, and they held tough in those 2 overtime sessions. The issue with Oregon is they ran into foul trouble. They had 4 of their 5 starters, 5 total players foul out in the game.
Everybody was fouling out.
And they got a couple of players that are also injured for Oregon. So that definitely, I think, helped out with Michigan. But as you would say, you take the wins however you can get them.
Right.
So they got that one. But the Washington game, I just think the combination of the double overtime game, combine that with what ended up in terms of just being out on the West Coast for as long as you did, not sleeping in your own bed, not having that good home cooking.
I got you.
I think that's what the biggest issue was. So to go 1-1 on the West Coast, I think that's still a win for KBA, especially too. This is only the second loss of the year.
Right.
And the Big Ten historically in women's basketball has been one of the toughest conferences in all of college and women's college basketball.
Oh, no. I get that.
I mean, hell, we're seeing it with the men's side too.
Right.
But
that's going to be a war.
Oh,
Everybody
goodness.
when we were talking about this.
I was listening a little bit on stream actually this afternoon before I was getting myself ready to head on out here.
We were talking about this, and I'm like, everybody's got us winning all the rest of the season, and I'm like,
KenPom, yeah.
They don't know this is the Big Ten.
Big Ten. Hey, listen, anything is possible at this point. I mean, let's just be honest here. That USC game the other night. If I'll be honest, if it wasn't for a couple of injuries that they had, and they had their key player, I think his last name is Baker.
Yeah,
he had 4 fouls before the first half.
He was all over the place. They should have taken him out when they had the chance, but they put him back in. Well, he gets the 4 fouls.
It's funny because I'm listening to Brian do the call, and he's like, he's trying to hide and trying to get other people to go off the court. He wants to stay out there the whole time. And I'm like, dog, you got 4 fouls. We're not even at halftime.
Right.
Get on the bench. Eric Musselman's going to muscle your ass off the floor.
Wow. That was a weird thing. But I mean, yeah. And Michigan wasn't playing the type of game that they're used to playing.
Right.
They were a little off. I felt that they were a little off. Yaxo looked like he was limping a little bit too.
He's listed day to day. He's day to day going into tomorrow's game. Was it at Penn State? I believe is tomorrow.
At Penn State tomorrow.
That's correct. Yep, 6:30 on W4.
You hear it on W4. But I know he's day to day. But again, this is where the depth really come into play. Where if your star player, the guy that we really push for, and the transfer portal goes down. You start looking at other guys.
Right.
Adai Mara has looked studly. Sorry, thank you again, Big
Morris
Sweet.
Johnson.
Thanks again, Big Sweet.
Yeah, we appreciate
Thanks,
that.
Big Sweet. You're a good man.
Yeah.
You're a good man.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Not bad.
Yeah. More as he said, Mo Johnson out of from Illinois.
Right.
He stepped
Mo
up in
Johnson
a big
playing
way.
well.
We're seeing Amari Burnett having outstanding games, and even coming off the bench. Our good freshman in Trey McKinney. He's been having an outstanding freshman campaign this year. It's just it's you're seeing now, if one guy goes down with an injury or is getting in some kind of problem, someone else is there to come pick them up.
You know who else had a good game?
Roddy got his mojo back.
Roddy got his mojo back.
Roddy's that dude. Roddy is that dog. And like I said, just seeing how this team's come together after since the Vegas tournament stuff.
Oh, it's been great.
And it's
been great.
They've been killing it. I think the only game that made you go ooh was that Maryland game, but
even that Maryland game, once they got that lead,
once they got their swag back, that's when they were like, all right, we got this stuff.
Yeah, they took over, and I mean, even Yaxo, I got this man. Don't worry, I got it 1-on-1.
Let me be that
taking the point guard.
Let me be that big dog.
Right.
Let me be that big dog. But yeah, like I said, the winter sports are kicking ass, taking names. Michigan hockey, they just they're going to be back in regular season action this weekend too. After Team Canada plays third medal game, I think.
Yes.
So Team Canada will be playing tonight, and then the guys that were part of the World Juniors, they come back with the team this weekend. So
nice. I like it when everybody's back.
Winter sports are kicking ass, taking names.
That's right.
When teams come back,
stay off their list. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
let's do that hockey.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good, and it was good. Talking about the show today. So we want some more good tomorrow.
I want that smoke tomorrow.
All right, we gonna have it. Got some surprises coming your way tomorrow.
Oh my!
Not today.
Not today.
I see. He would have been mad at me today if I'd have done what I was going to do tomorrow to him, because I did it to you.
Oh boy,
it'll be good. I'll tell you about it, not him.
He'll explain it.
You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050. Oh my God!
All right.
All right, fellas, cleared on radio.
Got to reset the timeline.
You survived, Jamie.
Wow.
Survive in advance.
All right, guys. See you tomorrow.
All right, take it easy, y'all.
Well,
thanks everyone for listening and watching on stream as well.
Having some fun.
See you next time.
Big Sweet, you all right?
I'm good, man.